Gonna start the recording. It has started. And yeah, see session 8. Last time, since I rolled the lowest and the dice said lowest recaps, unless anyone wants to take the honors from me. No? Okay.
It's true.
Yeah. Much better, actually. So, last time, if I remember correctly, you fought against the party as a whole, fought against the rest of the squid monsters, barely surviving, I think, and then decided to go on to the next section where they met some sort of tentacle-like creature. They managed to defeat it as the water suddenly dropped, but they didn't pay much attention to it. So they decided to go on to the next section where both transmutation and illusion magic took its toll. The party members losing their way of communication, but finding another way of communication as well through a somewhat messaging system of the two doors. But even though they managed to message themselves, they still have not completed the puzzle. So yeah, that's the rudimentary or the basics recap of what happens. Now it's up to you guys.
Okay. So, Naria's turn right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me see.
One more thing. One more thing. From last time, just as a further recap, is the way to use the messaging system that you all three of you have found out is to place the name and the language and then the message.
So
Okay.
I was going through the message, so it's asking for the name of something and then the cipher, because it had an N and it had an M inside, one of the decoded cipher texts. So it's name of something. We haven't figured out the other letters yet. I've been looking through it.
Okay, Narya, it is your turn.
Okay, I got a couple questions though.
Mm-hmm.
First, what was the language in the room with the poles that lit up? Because it had sort of like runes and all stuff lighting up.
Where the clockwork thing was, right?
No, you know those 4 pools that we entered?
Oh, that one.
Where I entered a vat of acid.
Yeah, let me just check real quick. They weren't really a language, they were more of carvings of symbols depicting the pools.
Was there a name anywhere inside this tunnel dungeon in the beginning or at the beginning of this tunnel?
Hey, it's my turn. Ask your questions during your turn. Okay, so I'm gonna write name, anyone, language, Draconic, and I'm going to put, do you know the way out?
Okay. As you wrote your message, and okay, since you typed anyone, Arjan, you'll be 1, Thorgor, you'll be 2, Narya, you'll be 3.
Oh my god.
Arjan, you
Okay.
you receive a message on the ground, and it is completely incomprehensible since you speak Celestial.
Yeah. Okay.
Thorgor, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna look around for any mechanical traps or anything that looks irregular, because we've been sitting near this wall this whole time. I'm gonna look around. I gotta check every little nook and cranny around this area. There's got to be something that's not right around the others.
Okay, in that case, please give me an investigation.
I rolled it. Give me a second.
Okay. As the fish in a pond appears and disappears.
It's probably gonna delay.
Yeah, it's gonna delay. Okay. Okay, you got a 14. Um, as you take a look around this room, trying to find if there's anything wrong within any nook or cranny of this round room, you find nothing. Nothing out of the ordinary at all. Well, maybe except for the communication on the grounds on both sides of the room, but other than that, nothing.
All right, I'll go ahead and feel around with my hands around the wall. I'll start moving around with my character.
Okay. As he's doing that, counter number 12. Narya and Arjan, since Thorgor has started to feel around the room, he will not be receiving this message. You see on the floor, name question mark a dash Arjan. Arjan, what would you like to do?
Okay. So at this point, I'm going to write name Narya, language Draconic, and I'm going to put down, do you have illusion or transmutation magic? If so, try casting a transmutation or illusion spell on the walls. On the doors.
As the message disappears and reappears, Narya, you have received the message.
Okay. I read the message. Or the shot. I cast prestidigitation on the wall. Let me see. Making it shine a blue color.
As the door, or where used to be the door, shines a blue color. Narya, what would you like to do? Except for the except for the spell, of course.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to write name everyone, and I'm going to write every language that I could possibly know. Oh boy. And I'm going to write, what is the key to get out?
What is the key to get out? How many languages is every language that you can possibly know?
Okay, I'm gonna roll a D. How many languages are there? Because I don't know off the top of my head.
A lot.
I know there's a lot.
Let me see. Language.
I know a minimum of 2. obviously. But knowing the names of the language is a lot easier than knowing the actual language. So
Let's see.
let's go with. Let me see, how many are there?
16 in the player's handbook.
There we go. Languages. Let's see. How much is it going to list?
Let's see. Elf, dwarf, human, gnome, tiefling, halfling, half orc, half elf, dragonborn.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 16 languages.
16?
16.
Okay.
So roll
Mhm.
Well, I know 2, so it's really rolling a D14. Well, no, my bad. Because 0 counts. A D15. Oh, I had an idea. Wait, 16 minus 2, D14. And then for chance at that being 0. Okay, so roll D15 minus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, how many do I know? I know, I've heard of 10 different languages.
10? Ooh.
Like, I've heard the 10 different languages names. I don't know how to read them and all stuff. I just heard about 10 different languages.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. So as you write down 10. Is that including or not including the ones you already know?
That is not including. So I'm writing 12 different languages I've heard the names of, basically. Including well, actually, since I no longer know common, I just write common basically, so that's an obvious one. So it would be 12 total.
12. Okay.
So I'm going to now I'm going to roll. We'll just do it in numerical order. I'm going to roll 4 dice now, and we'll just subtract those results from it, ignoring. So roll again. Roll a d15 minus 1. And if it hits Draconic, then just go to the next one.
Okay.
I'm going to copy that one because I'm going to be doing it often. Well, 4 times actually. And these are the ones I've never heard of. So, 1. Okay, normally I'd know of common regardless, even if it's comprehensible. So I don't know Dwarvish at all. Never heard of it. And okay, I see. No, did I roll again? Okay, that's a repeat. So I don't know Dwarvish.
Okay.
See.
Steve, there's an easier way to do this. Go into the advanced dice roller and just click on the.
It doesn't have the 15-sided die.
No, but the roll history does, and you can use that. You can just click on that instead.
Make sure. Okay, so 8. So 1, 2, 3. Never heard of Abyssal.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never heard of Dwarvish and Abyssal. 6. So never heard of Halfling. And that would be a 9. And I never heard of Orcish, even though someone speaks Orcish. That's just funny as hell.
Yeah, that should be enough.
So no Orcish, Abyssal, Halfling. Okay,
or Dwarvish.
or Dwarvish.
Or Dwarvish.
Okay, in that case, Arjan, since you're currently near where the door once was, as Narya's message appears and reappears, Narya, this is what you see. Those are the only characters that you understood.
That's it. All those characters, beautiful.
And Arjan, these are the characters that you understood.
Probably not a damn thing.
You understood a single word, which is pretty surprising.
Wow. Okay.
So putting in multiple languages is problematic.
Let's see. You tried prestidigitation. Do I know what one that is? That's a transmutation.
Yep. So if you look at my door, you'll notice it's blue instead of whatever the other color is.
Which is like gray. Or black, or, whatever the DM wants.
It's fine. Light gray it is, or blue. Yep, and Thorgor, this is what you received after returning or after inspecting. And just so you know, this is Narya's message. But okay, keep going. Thorgor, are you gonna keep inspecting around the room?
Hey, that's you.
Yeah, it's typing. Going to recreate the steps. Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Towards the middle, where the bodies disappeared. Okay. As you're heading towards the middle, it is the center of the room. You can see two shadowy figures on both sides of the room. One, you're used to their company, while the other tried to kill you with a fireball. Okay. Other than
So it was language. There was a language check, correct?
language. What do you mean language check?
This earlier for the amount of languages we learned or knew or heard of, right?
No, that was just Narya because she wanted to type every language that she might have heard of to see what would happen. That was the point of all those dice.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way I could redo that myself?
Just to make it easier because I don't want to go through that again. Just roll me an intelligence check.
All right.
Oh my god.
Told you, smart orc.
I'm just gonna give you this directly. How many languages do you want to know out of 16? With one being orc and another being common. How many languages?
We'll go for the full 16.
Full 16? Okay, you know the names of... Actually, no, without one. I'm gonna have 15. You know the names of every language except for the language of deep speech.
let's go ahead and write a message with all the languages involved, and let's say, what is the name of this room?
Okay. Who are the recipients?
Anyone.
Anyone. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As you type that mess, as you go back to the door and type that message out, it disappears and reappears with the only words understandable to you is. The word is. Okay. Counter 13.
Okay.
All of you now receive the exact same message. Name question mark dash Arjan. Arjan, what would you like to do?
Name question mark dash Arjan. What the hell's... I will write out everyone, Draconic Orc Celestial. My name is Arjan. What is your name?
Congratulations! As you type that out, you look over to both of your shadowy companions, or the shadowy people, as the illusion magic with your detect magic is becoming weaker and weaker and weaker as you can now see their faces. So, as well as both sides of the doors that were with transmutation magic start opening.
Holy shit!
Congratulations, you met the requirements. The requirement of this puzzle was to say your name. All three of you. And you are the only one from last session that didn't say it.
Oh.
So we're waiting on him to figure it out. Okay.
Hey, I'm not very intelligent, okay? You got a -1 in intelligence.
And the moment...
-1 intelligence, but I kept making intelligence checks. That's the funny.
Yeah, I know, you're the smartest orc, and you're gonna get a reward for it soon enough. That's for sure. But as well as the illusion...
We'll destroy him.
Yeah. As well as the illusion and transmutation magic reversing everything that happened in this room, in the very center, a flash of lightning appears. As Turi, you're back in the party.
Yes. Finally, some thought.
So, what's my passive?
Okay. Nick, are you here?
I have a passive of 14.
Nick?
Nick,
you're muted. Nick, you're muted.
Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, sorry, I'm currently walking around the lobby waiting for my room.
Okay.
So you hear people talking, that's why. But, yeah, I guess as Terry comes in, he's like, here I am again. Hi, guys. I can't remember his voice.
No, that was exactly his voice.
Yeah.
Kind of crackheady.
Hurry!
Sorry, it can't be too loud.
Okay, just one thing.
I know, out in public.
Yeah, if you can just move your microphone a little bit closer.
Is that good?
Oh, much better.
Yeah. Hurry! Where'd you come from, man? Where'd you go?
Sorry.
I had a little card game, a tool with a friend. That's all he gives. He does not explain further.
Doesn't the eagle screech again?
Right. Oh. Discord is. Can't hear anybody.
Yeah, nobody's talking, that's why.
Oh, I was worried it crashed again.
No.
It's been doing that since I haven't been at a good stable place. Signal's not great.
And Arden, your dispel magic does turn off now.
Okay. I'll go ahead and remove
Not
that.
dispel, detect. But Turi, one thing to note, you have been gone for an hour.
Hey, you've been gone for a while. Where the hell did you go?
Just so you know, you're muted again.
Curry.
Yeah, sorry.
I hope he
I'm
brought
going
back
outside
ale.
right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is that better?
Yeah, that is better.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I had to. Yeah, I had to go and talk with a friend for a little bit. What's going on? Where are we at?
You don't have any
We're
ale, do
almost
you?
at it.
Let me check. No, that's salsa water. That's acid, poison. Nah, sorry.
Man, Orkawish.
Well,
Don't worry, I'm sure we could. Put that here. We could go grab a beer or two.
quick question,
Okay.
DM. Are we understanding each other again?
Yes, you are.
Oh, I guess we should continue on out of here. See if we can't find it. Get this guy some mail. I could use the drink myself. Turi, your disappearing acts are really, really frustrating. Narya, let's go.
As long as he brings ale back next time, I'm fine with it.
I'll check to see if my friend can if I can borrow some.
All right. So,
They call it in the fame world DoorDash.
Extra
By the way, Jerry.
extra planar hub.
Okay. As you guys start to move out of the room.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. As you guys are now moving out of this circle room, trying to make your way back out of the dungeon, you go over to here. Focus ping.
We're back where.
And you,
Okay.
or at least Narya and Turi, do recognize this room.
Yep.
I think I recognize this room too.
No, not your character.
Or not this character.
Hey, wasn't this room where we like beat up a bunch of puns or something? I don't remember.
Where are we?
I feel like there was a room with beat up a bunch of puns. I feel like I've seen that.
I've been here. It's fine.
As you are moving about, you do notice that near the narrower parts are connected to two wide caverns or caves here. You do notice that there are a few bones, two pile of bones with some ripped gear.
I'm gonna search through the bones and gear.
None of
See
it's
if I can
useful.
find anything.
None of it's useful.
Find anything that no, but find something that. See if I can't find something that identifies who it was.
Oh. Okay, in that case, please roll me an investigation. So you see a couple of bones, and you think that one of the bones in particular might reveal who these people really are.
I'll go ahead and check.
Sure. Thorgor, you notice that one, Arjan's bone is useless, and two, there aren't really any identifiers on these two piles of bones.
Well, he's definitely dead.
Well, obviously.
Ask if the clown can find the funny bone.
So usually it's like around the here, and he just points at an elbow, and then he's like at the shoulder or here. I find it's always funny when you hit someone in here, and they points at his head, because it's always funny when someone gets hit in the head.
So he was a bonehead.
See, you get it, you get it.
I guess I'm no use in investigating anything. Oh well.
Yeah. Do you want me to give it a try? I'm pretty good at spotting details.
Can't hurt.
Go ahead. Go ahead if you like.
Okay. Let's move on to no. That's another thing. Okay, yeah, there it is. Investigation. No, that's right.
He brings out a
There we go.
Sherlock Holmes hat and a pipe.
Can you DM me in Discord what the you said the first roll was?
Oh, yeah, sure. Let me see here. For some reason, my roll 20 is acting up. Maybe because I'm on a phone. Let's see.
Either in Discord or as a whisper. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Let's see. What was the roll? I'd like to know. Yes. We have Discord. We have friends. They have eggs. Yep. That's how to find.
What exactly is Turi? Is he a swashbuckler? What is he?
I am a swashbuckler rogue that is a clown that is very bad at anything charisma.
It's just an interesting build. You may want to try a swashbuckler down the line.
It's pretty fun. You get to be very annoying to people. I've learned that.
Yeah, I was no. Look, Nick. I meant what was the point of the first roll that you rolled me?
That was on accident.
Oh, accident?
My
Okay.
finger slipped.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, sorry. You see?
Yeah, I didn't want to be by him.
You seem to find when you look a bit closer, instead of all the normal bones that you see a small bone of a left foot pinky.
Pinky toe of a left foot. Gotcha.
Yeah, pinky toe of a left foot. Even though all the pinky toes are accounted for.
That's so does it seem like it's from the same foot, right? It does
No.
look like it would fit on the foot, or is it?
No, it
No. Okay.
it doesn't look like it'll fit on the same foot.
Alright. Yeah. Okay. Then yeah, he's gonna say, yes. Either this person had a third pinky toe, or there was another person. I am not sure.
You could have said the game was afoot.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I tried to get into my hotel room. I just can't think of funny jokes right now. I'll try to do just funny jokes.
We'll just say the game was afoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I didn't
sadly,
nothing the whole time he had a Sherlock hat on.
Oh yeah, no, totally. You probably have a magnifying glass and everything.
yeah, but that's all that you could have found.
Okay.
Actually, that would be great if he had a Sherlock hat and he had a little fake pipe.
Smoke pipe. But yeah, that's all I can gather from you. If anyone else got any ideas, go ahead. But that's what I got.
And everyone done investigating?
Let's just go. We got no reason to
Sounds
be
good
here.
to me. Let's get the hell out of here and get some ale.
Okay. As you are moving more forward, you do notice the body of what seems to be some kind of large bug that Narya and Turi would recognize as a carrion crawler.
Oh, that's.
And maybe Thorgor or Argent too, if they wish to roll me a nature check. You think it's a big bug.
Probably not.
You think it's a big bug.
I think it's a big bug.
Yeah. Thorgor, you know this thing to be a carrion crawler. You also know that it normally likes to... it's normally a very, very patient predator, where it uses its stealth to hunt.
Is the body whole right now?
The body currently is whole. You also do know that their poison is pretty valuable if extracted properly.
Shuri, do you still have poison from last time?
Well, Thorgar wouldn't know that.
Because am I resistant to poison or just acid?
Oh yeah, Thorgor wouldn't know that because your last character died after witnessing that.
Okay. Since I know the nature of the anatomy, couldn't I just kill it and take the part where the poison is and put it in my sack?
Okay, but that would require some checks. Do you have any tools that might help? Like...
I have an axe and a sword.
Yeah, sure. This would require some checks if you were trying to extract the vial. First, your nature check
Can
would...
it just be a hackjaw?
Hackjaw and the vial would go everywhere. The poison would go everywhere. So, if you'd like to extract this, one...
Okay,
yeah?
Seeing that Thorgor is interested in this giant bug, I'm going to come up and offer to help. I may be able to help out. I do know some things about medicine and survival.
Not the one that we set on fire, right?
No. That
Good.
was an accident.
Yes, it was. We agree. Let's get this bug poisoned.
Okay.
So I will offer to help. What is your medicine and what is your wisdom skill modifier?
I'm straight 0.
I have a +4.
Jesus, how'd that person die?
Natural 1. Roll the dice.
Ah.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna need 1. Depends on how clean you want this extraction. That would depend on the medicine check to know where exactly it is.
All right. And since
This-
I have help from Thorgor, I would have advantage, correct?
I don't think that's how medicine would. I'm gonna have to need the 2 different rolls. With 2 rolls of medicine from each of you. Or like 1 medicine roll from each of you. Thorgar does know where it is. Arjan, you have a rough idea on where a poison might be stored.
I'm gonna look over to Turi. Turi, do you know anything about this?
Thorgor, do you have proficiency in survival?
Nick, you're muted.
I have a 0 in survival. But I do have 2 in sleight of hand.
Okay. Now, the second thing is, I am gonna need, if you're gonna help here, I will allow helping for advantage.
Okay, so
For sleight of hand.
I will take the advantage of survival to extract the poison or acid or whatever it is.
I
I can assist with my sleight of hand.
Yeah, I did say you can have advantage on the sleight of hand.
How would I roll advantage in sleight of hand?
Just roll it twice. Depends on who's gonna do it, that is. On who's gonna extract the poison. Oh, Arjun is. Okay, wow. Oh, that's survival?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. With the help of the medicine to know a rough estimation of where the poison is, with your survival, now you know exactly where the poison is.
I was gonna say I would like to try and extract the entire poison gland, but if we can only get a couple of vials, then that's fine.
Good idea.
That depends on your sleight of hand check.
I don't have. I've only got a +1 to sleight of hand. So.
And Thorgor,
I rolled an 18.
with that 18. Let's see. Okay, the difference pretty high. Yeah. And Thorgor, you could, as you approach this thing with the help of Arjan to tell you where exactly the poison is, you find the poison gland and you're able to extract it pretty easily. But you do know that you'd have to transfer it into a more viable vial for it to stay.
Can't we use one of the old empty potion vials for health?
You can.
Sweet. I'll use an empty potion vial or two.
Okay. In that case, I'll just take the same sleight of hand. As you pour the poison in the vial, in both vials, but sadly, a little bit doesn't go in and does go on your skin. So just a D4 poison damage there, which is 3.
Ah. Of course.
Ooh, is that second sleight of hand for the vial?
It would still have advantage though, since
15.
I'm helping.
Oh, okay, yeah. You do take. You're only able to fill one potion bottle, since that's all that there was in that cleanse. And you did take some of the
We
poison
need a
damage.
appraiser to know how much it is.
So since you have a potion's worth of poison, that would be 2 vials, I think, would be the amount.
We could sell it for a good amount.
Yeah. So please add a potion of carrion, not a potion, carrion crawler poison in a potion bottle, worth 2 vials.
Or add 2 vials worth of carrion crawler poison.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
Or
We got
to
something
be
I can
appraised.
sell.
Okay.
Worth to be appraised.
So will you carry on?
This would be helpful. Yep. Let's go.
Yep.
As you carry on to this area, I might need to delete your tokens here. Yes, I do.
Oh. Where?
Over here. Let me just
Are
place
we near the entrance?
Nope.
Oh.
in that case, just delete your old token. Into 5.
Okay.
Ah, shit. We
Oh,
didn't burn the body.
where did Nick go?
I have no idea.
I think you had to get on the bus or something. Or wasn't Andy in the lobby?
He was.
No, he was going. He was headed to his room.
Maybe he's still going to his room. That's not good. The bodies are gone.
Okay, but yeah, Trey, please place your token over here.
For some reason, I've got 3 tokens on the board.
F5. Just restart your page.
I have no tokens. I don't know how to put my token on there.
Okay, can you use this token?
Yeah, I don't have any tokens. I may have to reload it. And you guys got different tokens?
I'm really curious, what happened to Nick? Did his phone battery run out? Or was it internet?
It was at a hotel, so.
There we go.
Now I can see myself, I think.
Okay, can you control it though? Can you? Oh yeah, you can.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Do you mind placing it a little back? Okay, so as you walked south from where Narya remembered, from where the previous room was, and you walk towards this area, you Thorgor specifically, you do notice that there are a few cocoons or spider cocoons with them being opened up on the floor where the pink circles are.
I'm gonna look up.
Give me a perception check.
My light isn't with me.
You have light?
I always have light. I've got
Okay.
light cantrip.
Yeah.
All right, let me try a different token.
Yeah, I just added the light again too. And it disappears.
19 out of 19.
Oh my god. Okay.
There we go.
Wait, do we have a long rest?
You did.
We did.
Okay, good.
Did we?
While you're waiting in the room, right? In the puzzle room.
Yeah, we did.
We did. So yeah, I gotta respell. I gotta redo my health. Shit, I only
I
had
do.
F32 then.
Make sure to remove 3 from the poison that you just took from the vials. And you do have to do this before we continue.
I fixed it. I still kept the 3 off. I have max 35, so I'm at 32.
Okay, that's fine then. First thing you notice, Thorgar, is before you looked up, you no longer saw Turi. It's like he disappeared again.
But we went to go get ale.
Oh, that damn kobold.
And second thing,
Relax. You went to go get ale.
Thorgar, when you look up, you saw a massive spider right over here. Roll me initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, I had to fix it because we had a long rest. Are no longer beneficial from the pools.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what benefit I got from a pool.
You had a intelligence check or something like that.
No, he had advantage on all mental saving throws.
Resistant to acid damage until the next long rest.
I had acid resistance. That's right.
No, I had acid resistance.
I went through the pool of acid. Remember, it was green. A nat 20 initiative. Well, there you go.
Okay. As
I don't know why that keeps coming up as Hunter.
because for some reason, the game really likes your name to be Hunter.
Okay.
I don't know why, even though I fixed it multiple times. But that's
I'm just glad mine was fixed actually correctly this time.
yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Sure thing, Hunter.
I was about to make that joke too. Okay. Narya. What do you want to do? You haven't actually no. Narya and Arjun, please roll me a perception check.
All right.
Wouldn't I just tell them what I saw?
But it's not your turn yet. You can in a round, in a single round. Arjan, you notice it. Narya, you notice it. You don't need to say anything. The whole party realizes that there's a spider on the roof currently. Narya, what would you like to do?
Let me see. So that's 20.
Oh,
boy,
one
that's
more
fun.
thing. The spider is currently 20 feet above the ground on the ceiling.
You think that matters?
No, just wanted to let you know.
He shoots zappy thingies from his fingers.
Oh, let me see. What do I want? You know what? Let's get a little chaotic.
Don't cave it in.
Ooh,
That's a 25 hit.
it fully does.
Okay.
See text. Okay, that was terrible damage. So that means I get to choice between 5 and 1. Okay, so lightning damage.
A lightning, as the spider takes 7. Ooh, 7 lightning damage.
Then I'll take a step back.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Thorgar, it is your turn.
Did it move at all, fall, anything? Or we just pissed off?
No, it just got pissed off.
Great.
I guess I'll throw a javelin at it.
Okay.
You want to get a little closer?
That's 45, 20.
Well, plus the 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So 65. So and your javelin only has a range of minimum range of 30, I think.
30. It has to be within 30 for him not to get disadvantage.
Yeah. From where you're standing right now, never mind. You can. Let's see. 1, 2. That's 25. Ooh.
Am I still at disadvantage?
Yep.
That's still 45 feet, so you'd have to get 15 feet closer.
Yep, and right there, you no longer have disadvantage on your javelin throws, since you are close
All right,
enough.
sweet. I'm gonna stab it with this javelin, or throw it at it. That one, throw it.
Okay, roll to it.
Get fucked, guys.
Roll for the damage. Roll once more.
Minus
Yeah, for
3.
some reason.
So
Minus
7
3.
damage.
7 damage. As
For some reason, Trey. For some reason, your critical hits aren't rolling as critical hits.
yeah, because it's something in the settings. I'll adjust that.
I have no idea why that happened, but I did get a critical. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Probably doesn't have auto roll crits.
Mm-hmm. So,
Is that like a subscription thing?
no, that's not a subscription thing. That's something in your settings. You know the cog in your character sheets?
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah. Somewhere there should say roll critical hits or auto roll critical hits.
Oh, okay. I'll look for that in a second, but we'll just go with 7 for now.
Okay, yeah. Okay. As you get your body ready to just launch this javelin, as it launches sweeping through the air, It hits the spider, no problem. Pretty easily as well. It now has a javelin stuck in it.
I have an idea. Naria, when you get a chance, hit the lightning on it right in its fear.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, as it is now this spider's turn. It is gonna look both at you and Narya and look back at you, Thorgar. And it's going to try and use as some kind of web fluid springs towards you for a 20 to hit. You that hits, right?
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. You are now restrained by
I don't
Dwayne.
know if I don't know if danger sit stops it or not either.
This isn't a dexterity saving throw, so no.
Danger sense only applies to dexterity saving throws on effects you can see.
Mm-hmm. Okay. But yeah, as you are currently restrained, let me put that on you.
It's just a strength check, right? To break it.
Yeah, it's a strength check as an action on your next turn.
All right, gotcha.
But for now, you your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and attack rolls that you make have disadvantage, and you also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
As this spider just decided to web you, as it is now its turn. What was the minimum perception check? 18? Okay.
Yep.
As all of you also see in the distance approaching another spider over here. As it's going to go still on the ceiling as well, 20 feet high. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is its turn. Awesome.
Giant spiders.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the R word.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so thinking that they may have that one covered, I'm going to do something to the new one here. Let's see. I am going to. Wait a minute. What is. There's an action. Okay. So for my action,
Yeah.
I am actually going to do this
Uh,
on the one that is up here.
Okay. Let's see. 20, how far away from you? 25.
It's not within range.
Okay, so I'll get one. I'll get within range first.
And now,
Still 20 feet high, right?
20, 400. 20 squared up to 1.
That's 40.
Yeah.
And that is 40, yeah.
All right. So go back to where I started here.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
15, 20, 35. You need to move one more square.
I can't can't do the one more square without dashing. So I won't do the channel divinity yet then.
Okay.
Instead, I will do...
Is the other spider on the ceiling as well?
It is. Right now, it is.
Alright, I am going to do a Sacred Flame.
Okay.
On the spider that is currently on the ceiling.
Okay.
The one near Thorgar.
Okay, what's its range? 6
60
feet?
feet.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
So it needs to make a dexterity save or take 2 radiant.
As it dodges out of the way.
Alright. So that didn't work. I am going to summon a spiritual weapon on it.
Bonus action?
11 to hit.
As your spiritual weapon misses.
And his spiritual weapon's 20 feet high.
Jeez.
Yep. As the spiritual
Yeah, but
weapon
I-
was trying to attack. A what?
I can summon the spiritual weapon within, I think...
60 feet.
Yeah, it's a 60-foot range, so
Yeah.
that's no problem.
Yeah. As you summon the
And it's
spiritual weapon. Yeah. As you summon the spiritual weapon and it went to attack, the spider then again dodged out of the way, causing it to miss.
Yeah.
That should be
Okay, that's my turn.
okay. Counter 1, Narya, it's your turn.
Well. Okay, well, I'll just take things to basic. I'll just do a firebolt at the one in the ceiling that is... You know what? Let's draw attention to, let me see. I can see that one. Da, 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 da. They're flying. No, not flying, but hanging in the air. So, yeah, let's firebolt the further away one.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
6 fire.
As you launch that firebolt, attacking one of its little limbs for dealing 6 fire.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay. Thorgor, you are currently restrained. If you'd like, you can either try to break the webbing with attacks, or strength check.
I'll do a strength check.
Okay. Roll me a strength check. As you tear apart the webbing like it was nothing.
I'm pissed. Can I go into rage at it?
That's a bonus action? Yep. Just so you do know. Wait a sec. Oh no, that's a natural 20. It would still have made it. Just so you know, the strength check or strength save was an action. And your rage is a bonus action, so yeah.
So I can't do it quite yet. I'll save the rage then.
No,
So I
you
took
can't-
an action, right?
That was your action, yeah. You can do a rage if you'd like.
I'll wait to rage
You
when
just
it
have to-
lands.
Okay.
Just have to attack or be attacked before the end of your next turn.
Should I go to rage now or wait?
That's up to you.
It's up to you, but I would.
I'll go into rage.
As you're now enraged. Not enraged. Enraged.
Can I move closer?
You can.
You could even try climbing up the wall to attack it if you wanted to.
There we go. Try to get as much attention as I can in rage.
And do remember, it is 20 feet above you.
I know, but it'll probably attack me anyway, or I'll throw something at it.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's it. I can't attack or anything else, right?
Yep.
I'll just call it an 8-eyed horror and leave my turn.
Please roll me an intimidation.
You would have advantage on this for being raped. I think.
No, he doesn't.
No?
Nope.
No, it's just strength and any abilities that use strength. It has nothing to do with intimidation.
Gotcha.
The Norcom wish.
No, you just need to build a freaking charismatic barbarian, and then you'll be golden.
Exactly. But as the spider that you just cursed out looks at you, and then looks away, going over on the ceiling, going over to Arjan over here, as is going to try and web him for a 16 to hit.
No.
No misses? Okay.
16 misses.
As this one, on the other hand, goes 1, 2, 3. Seeing its spider friend is going to try 10, 20, 30. Is...
Hold on. The web actually has to recharge first.
Cooldown?
Oh,
Web has
okay.
has to recharge.
In that case, I did not know that. Sorry about that. In that case...
Yeah. You have to roll a 5 or a 6 in order to recharge it on a D6.
Okay. In that case, change of plans. The spider is going to climb downwards, as it is now on the floor, and is going to take a little nibble out of Thorgor. For a 13, that misses, and next spider, as this one hasn't used his web yet, it's going to go 1, 2, going to try and use the web on Arjan for a 17 to hit.
I believe that one hits.
And your...
Just clear the AC.
That includes the AC of your shield, correct?
Hang on, let me check. Yeah, that includes the AC of my
Okay.
shield. So yes, that does hit.
As you are
It just
now,
hit.
restrained. Arjan, it is your turn.
Okay.
Would you like to do a strength check?
Let me check what my strength is. Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay.
$16?
As you manage to rip off the webbing that first covered you.
Okay, and then I'll move my spiritual weapon down to the spider and attack it.
Okay.
Alright, so let's go.
That hits.
Oh, good. For 8 damage.
Ooh, look at you doing so much damage. As the spider is currently looking quite wounded. Anything else? You still have your movement and your reaction.
No, I used my bonus action, and my action was also used to break the webbing, so I don't have a reaction. I am going to... I'm going to move up here.
Ooh. Oh, wait, it's in the air. Never mind.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's not in the air.
The other spider is.
No. Yeah, that one's in the air.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
It's counter number 2. Narya, it is your turn.
Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm going to use it again. I'm going to use a Chaos Bolt, but I'm going to use Twin Spell so I cast it twice. So on the weaker one,
Okay. Hits.
11, 7 and 3. So let's see. 3 fire
Lightning
or
or
second.
fire?
I'm going to have it deal fire damage, so it's
Okay.
11 fire damage.
As it burns and burns and it's down.
Okay, and then the second Chaos Bolt.
15 hits. Oh my god.
Ooh!
It's
I
a
get to
double.
leap to a random creature. Okay. If both those are 8, energy leaps from a different creature of your choice within 30 feet. Okay, I have no choice. I do not get to make a choice in this. It has to be a different creature of my choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So that thing takes 17 poison damage.
Oh my god, though.
And I'm going to have it bounce on Thorgar. It's either that or Arjan. So.
Okay.
And
Well, they wouldn't have hit me, so.
Roll
no,
another
it
attack.
does a new attack roll.
Oh.
As it
Well,
misses.
As it misses.
It misses.
But damn. Damn.
17 poison damage.
Anything else?
And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And that'll be my turn.
Thorgar, as the spider in front of you gets taken down, you also did
And he
notice.
took no damage.
Yeah, you did notice that some kind of magic was going in your vicinity, but it didn't hit you directly.
My character takes a mental note in his head.
Okay.
Technically, the magic bounced off the spider. Technically, if you look at where it came from. That's 20
He
feet in
throws
the
a
air.
javelin at the other.
You throw the javelin at the other? Okay. Roll to hit. 13, and your javelin sadly misses the spider and hitting the ceiling of this cavern.
But considering he did attack, his rage is still inactive. It's
Mhm.
still active.
His rage would have dropped the moment at the start of his turn because he took no damage.
I was attacked before.
Does not matter. You have to take damage. Rage, all it cares about is if you attack or you take damage until the start of your next turn.
So me throwing the javelin's not an attack?
At the start of your turn. You'd have to re-rage to get it going. Unless it says until the end of your next turn, but I think it says start.
Your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then.
Your rage lasts 1 minute, ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends.
Last turn he started.
Like I said, the end of your turn.
And
You haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, which he did not.
He
He
attacked.
just did.
No, last.
He attacked.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah, last turn doesn't count since he done his rage. Or since.
Yes, but
Mhm.
he would have to take damage since his last turn, which he has not had happen. That's what I'm trying to say.
He didn't take damage, but he did attack this turn, so his rage is still active.
Yeah, I attacked. It doesn't say if I miss,
But
and
it
it doesn't
says,
matter.
Oh.
because it says if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature, well, then his would have, once he entered rage, it would have ended because it fit the first criteria. If your turn ends,
Okay.
which he had rage beforehand,
Now, DM
use
ruling.
your last turn.
DM ruling. 1. First criteria. If either one of those criteria are failed to be met, your rage ends, since it's conjoined with an or, not an and. 1. You attacked a hostile creature, but you still haven't taken damage, so your rage would have ended. You failed to meet one of the criteria to sustaining your rage. Okay?
I'd have to talk to you about this after the game, but okay.
I actually agree with Ed's decision.
Look, yeah, I'm just using this statement because the criteria are being connected with an or. That means if either one has failed, then the whole thing shuts down.
Maybe attack for fun.
It's fine.
You can
You're almost out of the.
enter rage
Mhm.
and then attack.
Since you have taken a long rest, you have a couple of more rages, and it's fine since you're almost out of the dungeon anyway. So, anything else?
That's it.
Oh, that's it? Okay, as this spider is dead, this spider, incredibly low, is gonna look towards Narya, the one who dealt an astronomical amount of damage. And it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the ceiling as it's going to try and web you. Actually, never mind, it needs to do a d6 first. It recharges.
And it does.
Okay.
For a 17 to hit.
I'll take it.
You'll take it? Okay, as you're currently webbed and restrained. Arjan, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Let's see. I am going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And my spiritual weapon is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay.
Gonna do anything. And I am going to yell at the spider, trying to intimidate it to attack me.
Intimidation check, please.
What? Intimidation to have it attack you? That doesn't sound right.
I know.
If it gets the intimidation check,
If
I'm
you
gonna
say
laugh.
goad it, I could understand it, but intimidating it?
Well,
That's okay. It might actually.
You cried at it. You cried.
Oh god. It's just the wording of it was so off.
What would be a critical fail for an intimidation?
Okay.
He gets he basically crinks so hard he hurts that he gives himself a headache. I don't know.
So let me get this straight. So you tried to intimidate the spider to get it to attack you.
Well,
If you would have
I'm trying to goad it into attacking me through intimidation.
through intimidation.
I think it just feels pity.
Look, if you would have gotten nat 20 on that imitation, it would have run away from you. Since you got a nat 1,
So it works.
it works.
It works.
Sadly, it
Dumb as
works.
The only time a nat one's helped.
And yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Intimidation was charisma, right?
Yes.
Achievement unlocked. Task failed successfully.
Okay. We need to okay, Jason, there's a difference between goading and trying to and intimidation. You can't goad something through intimidation.
And
I'm just being honest.
Hey,
Arjan?
Don't
Arjan.
get me wrong. The result would be the same. I'm just saying you can't really goad something into attacking you and trying to scare it.
I'm just trying to figure out how it looks when he goes a natural one and it works like this. What's the
I
visual?
would figure he puts on his biggest angry face and then he says "ow" because he hurts himself.
No,
He
actually,
becomes
actually,
like a
I
spider?
wind up stubbing my toe and I start crying.
That
Take.
works too.
Basically, you try to look scary, but you make yourself look weak instead. That's
Yep.
the most basic point.
Okay.
Ugh.
So,
That's perfect.
you said you stubbed your toe? Please
Yeah.
take 1 point of damage. Bludgeoning damage.
1 point of damage. Okay.
As the
I
spider.
had an aneurysm out of sheer stupidity.
And one more thing. Please roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
A wisdom save? Okay. Not a
I should
problem.
be good at that decently.
Rolls that one.
12?
So here's what happens. You failed. Arjan, as after you stub your toes, crying a bit in pain, as you look above you, the spider, it seems so much larger than what you just saw. Almost like it could eat you in a bite if it wanted to. You are now fearful of it.
I am also going to use my channel divinity, Path to the Grave.
Ooh, okay. Description?
Telling me guy got arachnophobia.
30 feet of you, you're 10, 20. Yeah, no, it works. Creature has a...
The next time you or an ally of yours hits the cursed creature with an attack, the creature has vulnerability to all of that attack's damage, and then the curse ends.
Okay. In that case, yeah, first of all, you are fearful, so what should depict fearful? Ah, this should do. Now, number one, you cannot, by your own will, go closer to the spider before succeeding on another wisdom. And
Okay.
and you would much rather run away from it than attack it. Okay.
Okay.
Narya, your turn.
I'm gonna breathe fire.
Okay.
Would that hit the web too?
The web that you're currently on. Let's see. It's from above. It hits you. It's covered some of
It's out of
your.
the cone. I think it would hit.
Yeah, it's.
Is it okay if I take collateral damage, Arjan? I mean, you are resistant to fire, so it's
Yeah,
probably
it'll just give him a tab.
Please do remember that the spider is 20 feet above you. It has not gone down yet.
Oh, never mind then. Let me see. If I do a line instead of a cone, would I get any further length reach?
What's the ability modifier for your dragon breath?
My dragon breath, it uses, I believe, Constitution.
Roll
Yeah,
me
Constitution.
roll me a con save then. Not con save, con check. Sorry. Half of that. 8, 9, and you still would have made it. You can try, but with that level of constitution, there will be consequences.
So hit it with my fire breath, or not.
Yeah.
Okay. So judging that, it's a bit out of my range. So then I'll go with Plan B. I will
Just-
shocking grasp the web.
That's currently on you.
Then I missed point blank. It's laughable.
Wow. Uh,
rolled a 2.
yeah, I was about to say, before you roll the shocking grasp, you could still control your glands, or yeah, the fire breath glands. It would go a little further if you manage to make it into a straight line. I'd add 5 feet, since you're not proficient.
Oh, okay.
But
But there will be consequences.
there will be consequences because of that
Okay.
lower constitution check.
Okay, then, and would it hit the web automatically?
Depends on where you point it.
I'd be pointing it at the spider, but remember, I'm in a web.
In a web. It's currently not obstructing your mouth, so no.
Then I wouldn't bother doing it unless I'd be able to hit both.
Okay.
So then I'd just shocking grasp the webbing.
As you miss. Anything else?
Yep. Let's see. Bonus actions. What can I do for bonus actions? Oh, I do have one. And it would be hilarious, but no, I'm not going to waste that big of a spell. No, I'm good.
Okay. Thorgor. Number one. You just saw Arjan stub his toe as his eyes start dilating, not wanting to go further towards the spider. Number two, you saw Narya's hand shine a bit with electricity as she missed herself.
At this point, my character's laughing his ass off what he's seeing.
Okay, that's a free action. What's your action or bonus action?
The mighty have fallen. I'm trying to move my character, but I want to throw a javelin, my last javelin at it.
Okay, I take it when you're 30 feet near it, correct?
Could I throw it from there?
You'd have to move closer first until 10 feet away from it, since it's currently 20 feet up. But then you can, yeah.
Go right there.
Yeah, I'll just have to wait for roll 20 to, work. And then we'll see the changes.
Yeah, trying to get roll 20 to work myself so I can just move it.
Just make sure you don't spam the button now. And after
here or here.
After this battle, we will be taking a small break. Okay, launch the attack, if you wish.
Are you going to rage?
I'll save it.
Okay.
18, that hits. How would you like to do this?
I would like to throw it right through its mouth.
Ooh. Well, that's 18. I'd say it's plausible. As you throw the javelin, you wind up, you throw the javelin. As you hit it through its mouth, the javelin is now stuck in its mouth. As that does it, seemingly attacking the brain, completely neutralizing it. As it falls down 20 feet from the ceiling. Narya, please roll me a dexterity saving throw. The disadvantage and advantage cancels out.
Oh, if he hits me, there is going to be issues. That'll be disadvantage because I'm restrained.
Nice, I got a hole in one.
It would be in disadvantage because you're restrained. Oh, 15. That still succeeds. As the spider falls down. Dead. Congratulations, you have won this encounter. And here is where we're gonna take a break.
I'm just gonna roll a survival so I can get my spears.
Okay.
And I'm going to try to come out of my fear.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw for Arjan. Uh, Thorgor, that 12.
Yeah.
Oh my god. First of all, Arjan, not Arjan, Thorgor, as you gone and reclaim the spears, you manage to take out one of the spears just fine, but the other spear that was 22 hits,
Beautiful.
one not enough damage. As you, what was I gonna say? Yeah, as you took out one of the spears from the first spider, it came out no problem. The second spear, however, since you managed to throw it right in between its little mouth, it did come out a bit chipped.
And the third spear or the third javelin probably is bent beyond all recognition.
No, the third javelin is just blunt.
Oh, well. I'm going to come up and try to help Narya get out of her web.
My second lightning grasp would have destroyed the web.
No, way. As you're going over, helping her with the web, you get electrocuted.
If he responds too quickly, yeah. The first
I'm
one
gonna
I
laugh
just did a
even
little
more.
bit.
I'm gonna laugh more about magic.
If you notice that I'm shocking the web, are you still gonna try to help me?
Oh, hell no.
Please say yes.
That's
Please
what I
say
thought.
yes. It was a shocking idea.
Oh,
The
I'm not gonna
shock
do that.
Destroys the web.
yeah, that does it. Since 10 HP, yeah, that's fine. As you are no longer restrained by the webbing, I am gonna go get some water. BRB.
Oh, boy.
That was an epic
Almost
kill
done.
for the last spider.
We're almost done.
Yep.
Yeah. I called dibs on my own rope before you decide to burn it again.
We still got a long pathway to go, though.
Not that long.
Possible. Depends on the DM. We still got to go through the room of traps.
I'm good.
And we also got to go through the pool room as well.
Uh-huh.
Look at you discussing tactics while the DM isn't here.
Well, of course.
I'm not doing any
What
tactics. I'm just gonna run
tactics?
through.
And
We're just
Jason,
talking
as
about-
far as the rage goes that you disagree with, the keyword you also got to look at is since. That does not mean this current turn. Since your last turn does not mean your current turn.
Wasn't I also attacked that he just missed?
Well, your attack, yeah, it would have missed anyway, but the point I'm trying to make is that you can't attack then rage to get your rage to stick. Basically, if you don't attack something and you rage at the end of your next turn, unless you take damage, your rage is just going to end. That's just the bare bones of it as written. Some DMs are more lenient towards it and all that stuff. That's up to them. But basically, the easiest way.
Okay, one at a time.
Just from
It's so
my
much easier when you can just hurt yourself.
Okay,
from
Jason.
my interpretation.
Mm-hmm.
Just from my interpretation of it, on the turn that you rage, you have one full turn until the end of your next turn to either take damage or attack a hostile creature. If the attack misses, you still attacked, so it would still count.
That's why I'm trying to point out, and this is my interpretation, because it says since your last turn. It does not count the. Basically, if you didn't rage at this before your attack, this is why it's key, because it really counts after you enter rage.
Right.
And if you haven't attacked or taken damage till your next turn, then, for example, if you were to get an opportunity attack, I would count it, and then it would continue on. As an example.
Right. And that I agree with.
Yes. And the thing is because he did not attack and then entered rage, because he did not take damage, his rage ended. Because he obviously didn't attack.
But see, that's where I'm having the disagreement with you, is he entered his rage at the end of his turn.
Yeah.
And then he had that turn to take damage or attack.
Which
he attacked, he missed, but he still attacked a hostile creature. So in my mind that would still count as continuing the rage.
Okay.
But that's why I'm trying to emphasize, because it says since your last turn. It does not say this turn. It said since your last turn. Your current turn is not part of it. Because it says if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature or taken damage since your last turn.
Okay, here's an example.
Technically means I would never end your turn raging because of this line right here. I would never end your turn with a rage because of how it's written here.
Right, which is why I understand that part.
Uh-huh.
Which, if you're doing rules as written, never rage at the end of your turn, because then it'll just automatically go away.
Yeah. Now, if you rage at the start of your turn, then you attack or get damaged, your rage continues.
Yeah. It's easy as long as you never rage if you can't attack it on that. You never start your rage if you can't attack that turn, whether it's just throwing a javelin or anything like that. That's just the easiest way to make sure it continues on. My key, like I said, my emphasis is on your last turn, meaning since your last turn. So you got basically what it tells me is till the start of your next turn, you have to reach this criteria. If you haven't attacked and haven't taken damage until your next turn.
By the end of your next turn, yes.
Okay. So, Dragon of Ice Fire Peak, we go with whatever Jason says. This here, we're going with the rules for rage, at least, rules as written. Is that fine?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
All it means is he gives rage a little bit extra time. That's all it is.
Okay. So, whenever everyone returns, we can continue.
I'm here. I'm just kind of letting this all play out. I'm not sure what the ruling is. I thought it was as long as I attacked, but I may be wrong.
Well,
you
put it this way.
According
Jason
to what
rule it, he would give you that your turn, the next turn, to do it. I wouldn't. I would be a lot harder on it.
But by the
way,
if
the spider did not miss and it would have hit you, you would have kept your rage nothing bad. Then everything would have been there wouldn't be any contention. But because the spider missed and it's clearly says you take damage, you would have basically burned off your rage like you did with what Egg said.
But by how it is written, it says before your next turn ends.
Okay, can we? Okay.
Okay, then if you go by the first turn your rage, if you go by that logic, he would always fail if he does it at the end of his turn and he didn't attack.
Which is why with my barbarian, I always rage before I attack.
Yes, which it's also why you never rage if you can't attack. Like, for example, Thorgar's issue, he could not, because he broke out of the webs, he could not attack.
Right. Okay. Okay. I'm beginning to understand you now.
Okay. Shall we continue?
I'm not back at my computer yet, but
Okay.
go ahead.
We will not need to be at the computer this time, so that's fine. Okay. For now, anyway. As you guys are currently after this really, really harsh or easy encounter with the two spiders, you do notice that the cavern does reach out a little bit further, and there are also a few cocoons on the ground. Narya, you remember them. Rest of you don't.
Actually, no, wait, no, he hasn't. No, he missed that one.
Okay, so we see cocoons.
You see cocoons. 5 in total, once you go a little bit further.
And we only seen 2 spiders.
You only seen 2 spiders.
I vote we run.
Apparently something happened. Nick finally responded back. Hey, Nick, you're muted.
Hello.
Aye.
What happened?
Oh, I had to handle some paperwork for the hotel I was staying in because, companies just want to make sure you have the worst time.
Oh, that's annoying. Well, does anyone want to tell him what he missed out on?
Arachnophobia.
Ah, my favorite.
Okay, Nick. You are, once you join, I shall place your token down. As you guys, you notice 5 cocoons, and behind you, you hear another thunderous roar coming as Turi arrives again.
Please tell me you brought the ale this time.
No.
One job.
Nick?
I hope the meeting was good.
Okay, good. Excuse me, I got to handle something.
Will he disappear once again?
Shut up and we'll start calling him Frodo Baggins.
Yeah, right.
We'll have to give him a halfling next game.
But yeah. Just so you know, Thor, those 5 cocoons, because you've moved further in, those 5 cocoons all seem to be at max humanoid size, medium.
I move up with Thorgor and I begin inspecting the cocoons.
Okay, as you're
Don't worry about it. They're just dead people and rats. Nothing interesting.
I tell him to cast Sacred Flame and burn these things.
Which I do.
Nothing good.
Okay. This is gonna be fun.
No.
So, I'm gonna take you casting Sacred Flame as a given now.
Your god is gonna be pissed at you, Jesus.
He already is. But other than that,
It's justice and it's true. That's justice, and we'll make sure those things don't come around.
other
Without
than
breaking any
that,
rules.
yeah. Jason, are you near your PC right now? Or not yet?
Currently in the restroom.
Okay, in that case, I'll roll for you. What's the damage for Sacred Flame? Do you know?
It's on my character sheet.
Yeah, I'll just do that then.
D8.
Okay.
Oh god. There's a lot of gods who would not give a shit, but Bahamut. Ugh.
Okay, that's 1. So, Arjan, this is what's gonna happen. As you know, there were 2 spiders here, and as you know of spiders, they really like placing their webs all over the place. So the moment you burned 1 cocoon, the webbing connected to it started burning along with it. As now,
That's not
Okay,
possible.
yeah, worse.
Not possible with Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame is radiant, you're a cleric, and you worship Bahamut, correct?
Correct.
In this
It is
one
radiant damage, not fire damage.
And in this one singular case, it's possible.
We have to run before it burns us alive.
Thorgar, this was your idea. Just remember that.
Not Thorgar, Arjan, as a cleric, worshipping Bahamut for quite a while now. My phone's not working? Okay. You know he had something to do with this.
Oh, really?
Yep. You don't even need to roll for
Alright.
it.
So would I know this before I cast Sacred Flame?
Nope, only after.
Oh, great. Okay.
As the room's catching on fire. Starting with over here. If it would allow me to... With the first cocoon. As it expanding outwards.
Yeah, I'm trying to move my character. We'll just get through the room.
Okay. Will the rest of you do the same?
Yeah, since we
Yep.
don't want to move backwards.
Okay. And just so you do know...
To be honest, this whole place is better off if it burns to the ground. Or underneath.
Just so you do know, Turi has not disappeared yet and is with you. But for some reason his mouth isn't quite moving, so maybe he'll speak with hands.
First we couldn't get him to talk, but now we can't get him to shut up.
Just Nick, is your phone my phone's microphone not working, or are you just on mute?
He's probably busy with something.
Because he typed in chat, my phone's mic is not working. I hear stuff. I hear a voice.
Okay, does it sound better?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Put it a little closer to you.
Yeah, I'm like got it right next to my face.
Okay, exactly. Yeah. Let me just. You
Okay.
are over.
Hurry, run.
Okay, so something about a fire happened, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
You are over here.
Oh, it's going great.
The fire is starting from the southern cocoon over here. You did see Arjan cast a spell, seemingly radiant fire, as the radiancy turned into actual fire.
Oh, that's not good. We better get out of
It
here.
is a radiant fire.
Yeah, that probably was not the brightest idea.
Blame the barbarian about that. He made the suggestion. I simply went along with it.
So it's still your fault. You still played a part.
Don't worry, when the cops come to arrest us, we'll say we all had a part in it, except me, because
I got nothing to do with it.
By the way, Turi, you got a little gift for the party, don't you?
Oh yeah. And you're gonna see Terry pull out from behind his back just a big picture of it, like, hey, I'm not drinks.
Okay.
All right. So we are running from the fire at this point.
Mm-hmm. As you're running, the cavern does seem to decrease a bit as it starts to lead into a passageway. As you're running, you make it towards a room with a broken wall from which you're entering it. As you also notice, or at least Narya and Turi, remember this room as the shoot room where they fell through.
Yep.
Did he leave again? Oh, someone different. Congratulations.
Yay, it wasn't me this time.
Ah,
I was half expecting everything to just go silent again.
yeah, no. Just Trey left for some reason.
Hopefully he's okay. He will get to this with my friend now.
Yeah. So we gotta figure out how to climb up the chute. Yeah. That's not gonna go well.
Let me see here.
And as the fire is burning,
I'm back.
welcome back. As the fire is burning, it doesn't seem to reach to this room fully, as the spider's web have run out.
Yeah, I think that was not a very good idea there, Thorver.
We'll call it even. There's been a couple of things set on fire this time. At least this time it's not a person.
I don't know. It seems that my god, my deity, seem to have something to do with this. Let's get out of here.
All right, fair enough. Maybe if you drink enough ale, he'll forgive you.
Actually, that's the one thing that my deity really does not want me to do is get drunk.
Doesn't sound very
Oh my
fun.
God, not want that. It's a gift
That
from
sounds like
God.
a real buzzkill.
The clown has a point,
You're not.
and it's fine.
No,
We'll go donate or something.
I need to go pray. And we continue on to the next room, I think.
Yeah, as you go over to the next room, you are entering this room through a broken wall. But this room is 20 by 20 by 20, as there is a shaft in the ceiling. Every other wall
Where are
is
we
walls.
at on the map?
We are in the world of imagination.
Ah,
Yeah, Arjan's been Arjan. No, he does not know this shit.
He does
Nature
notice.
knows.
Actually, he's never been fully through here either.
Yeah, he's always had to go off and handle some other business that we probably fuzz.
Okay, yeah, but the room is quite barren. There,
He's too exhausted.
except for
Yeah.
a small bit of hay in where the chute, right underneath the hole in the ceiling is.
So climbing this area might not be possible unless someone knows how to fly.
is there any rope or anything?
Nope.
I think I have.
It's a slide in the ground that comes out and kind of drops us softly on the hay.
Can we just use knives to climb up?
You would have to get up to the hole first.
Or
How high is the
hole?
ceiling?
20 feet.
I would
I
like
can
to
toss
try
someone.
and
I'd like to
to
toss
try
Terry.
and climb up.
Okay, let me start with Arjan first. What would you like to try?
I would like to try and climb up.
Okay, the hole is directly in the middle of the room, so you'd have to climb up first 20 feet on the wall, and then 20 feet on the ceiling. And not 20, 10 feet on the ceiling.
Oh!
It is right in the center.
Okay, then let me.
Do I have anything that could handle this? Well, technically, I could do some, but it won't do anything.
Okay, number 2, Thorgar, what did you say?
Oh, my suggestion was to toss Terry up there.
Who has the rope though? I don't have any rope.
I got 100 feet of rope.
How good are you at climbing, Turi?
Looks at hands that have been are slightly clammy and clawy. Yeah, I feel like I'm good at that.
He's got to be better than his falling.
What are you talking about? I fall gracefully. Just not to remember what happened before.
I just hear my imagination splat from the beginning of his journey.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I could give it a
It was ambulatory.
Yeah, except the first time I've been tossed. You can't do anything that hurt me more than before.
Okay, so let me get it straight.
I would guess it would it have been in lore that he's been tossed out so many bars he has resistance to fall damage?
If he had resistance to fall damage, he would have survived without my help during the fall in the beginning of this campaign.
No, right now he has resistance to death because there's some things that are stopping him from dying.
He has to have some resistance by now.
So okay, so if we go to toss Turi up, would I be able to assist in any way?
Yeah, 2 people toss him.
God.
Yeah, you can try. Yeah.
You know he's not a dwarf. Jeez.
But he's
Which
still
makes-
small enough.
Which makes him even easier to toss.
No,
Between me and
that's
the
a
big
toss.
lizard here, we should be able to do it. Drink check ahoy.
Arjan, you said your god might be mad at you, right? Your god
That
responsible
may
for
make
fire.
his god
You
happy.
think tossing an ally, a supposed friend person, is a good idea?
I think it's a great idea.
Terry in the background is giving it 2 thumbs up.
Of course you would.
I don't know if he would think it's a good idea or not. All I know is that this is the best idea we have right now.
Exactly. But who doesn't want to toss a Turi? Gotta try it.
Yeah, almost everyone who's seen my
Yeah,
shows
never
have
get this
tried to
fucking
toss me at least.
I think tossing someone up in the air, hoping he latches onto the wall, and if he doesn't, he just hurts himself, seems like a bad idea.
Not
if he
not
falls,
to
you
the
get
wall,
lucky.
but to the hole above us.
Wait, I have an
You
idea.
got
I
it.
have an idea. I have an
He
idea.
might still land on hay, but that just sounds like a bad idea.
I got an idea. Careful, that'd be
It'll be fine. Probably.
okay.
Terry's gonna grab some rope and what's left of his 2 daggers that he broke,
Yeah.
tying them together with the rope. Which is basically 2 handles, I think.
Yeah.
He's gonna tie them together, a bit with the rope, and connect it to the one end of them.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants to make a makeshift, sort of like grappling hook, you know.
Sleight of hand.
All right.
He
If
said,
I
"Nah."
remember, that chute has a somewhat winding path. It's not just a straight down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't think a grappling hook's gonna work.
I could catch something.
I mean, you can still make the grappling hook.
True.
Yeah, if he
You
can
know
catch
what?
the edge.
If you really want a grappling hook, it will only last a minute. But this is just to see if the principle works.
Okay.
And I cast Prestidigitation to create a grappling hook.
Excuse me, what?
Oh, my bad. It's gonna last 6 seconds, but this is just to see if
Doesn't
it's
Turi have
enough
a good
time
sleight
for
of
them
hand?
to throw it to see if it latches on anything.
Wait. How are you using Oh, let me just read this through. How are you using prestidigitation?
You can make a non-magical trinket or an illusion and image of that can
Ooh.
fit in your hand and last until your next turn.
There we go.
In that case, you can only make like the end of the grappling hook. That's as big as the size of your hand.
Yep.
That's
It's
strong enough.
basically a small hook just to that they could attach to a rope, quickly throw it, just to see if it grabs anything.
Okay. And if I understand it correctly, you can make 2 of them or 3 of them in total.
Yeah, up to 3, yes.
Okay. I allow it.
So I make one, attach this to this rope, and then throw it and see if it catches on anything. Because I'll determine whether that was just a stupid plan to throw him up there anyway.
And do a sleight of hand for the knot.
You sure you want her to throw it? He tried
Not
throwing
her.
something before and it only went 5 feet.
Not her.
If you do this, we want to hurry because the fire is spreading.
By the way, Turi, as you were trying to attach, first of all, as you were
got it.
trying to attach the 2 handles to the rope, it seemed pretty secure up until you let go of it. The rope just fell apart. Not the rope, the knot just fell apart.
And let's see, how high do I throw it? Yep, I don't throw anything.
You don't throw good.
Narya.
Jeez, I roll terrible.
As you take
Fuck, I rolled one.
and are you using your own rope, right? Or Turi's?
Yeah, I'll use my rope.
Okay. As you're using your rope,
Your rope.
you tied it pretty
Yeah,
well.
I got rope.
No, your rope is back in the other
Yeah,
part
see,
of
I
the
never
rope.
attached
No
my
one
rope.
else.
Oh, okay.
I could have swore you burned every rope you had except mine.
No.
Okay, so you managed to tie a pretty good knot. You think it might be able to catch onto your body weight. That's how good of a knot it was. As you tried
But
throwing it
I
upwards,
throw it like I don't give a shit.
as you tried throwing it
You
upwards,
throw it and it hit her head.
yes.
Mm,
No,
okay.
you're gonna okay. As you threw it upwards, you forgot to let go of the rope, as it gone back and hit your head for 1 bludgeoning damage.
Lovely. Yep.
Torgar, you
So
try
it's
it.
just like any one of those,
I'll throw it.
any one of those moments of the, what was it? A Mission Impossible. I don't remember where the guy just fires up the grappling hook and he just right into his head.
Right.
Thorgor. Narya, would you allow Thorgor to try and throw it as well?
No, I won't let him touch anything of mine.
Okay. What are you gonna throw then?
You can throw a
Okay.
javelin
I was
if it
gonna-
sticks. Because if it's solid rock, it might not stick.
Well,
No,
there's gonna be a stick in the mud. I'll just sit there and I'll just wait. I'll roll my dice and wait. Oh,
Yeah, Terry hands
Sorry,
you
man.
his grappling hook, which is just 2 daggers that fell apart on string or rope.
Narya, may I try?
Go for it.
Okay, Thorgor, you got a makeshift grappling hook from Turi, while oh my god!
you're puny, all
We're
of you.
so bad at this.
And Arjan, as he took the better
don't want me to
makeshift
help.
grappling, as you throw it up, it went 5 feet up in the air and fell back down.
Maybe we should let Torgar try this.
Thorgor, you got a makeshift grappling hook from Turi. Would you like to throw it?
Nice. I'll throw it.
Okay.
That's strength save, not strength check.
Oh, strength save. What's the difference?
You would be having a bonus of 2 if you did strength save.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so
how
it's
do I do
actually
that?
an 8. It's actually an 8. Oh my.
So you threw it up 6 feet. You threw it a feet higher, a single foot higher than Arjan's.
Narya,
How much damage would that makeshift grapple take from the fall damage that it fell? Oh, fuck.
And Thorgar, as the makeshift grappling hook that you got from Turi, as you threw it up and it landed back on the ground, the knot on one of the sides disassembled itself.
Oh,
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Torgar, take and tie that rope around your javelin and toss that up.
I
Oh,
create
may-
another makeshift grappling hook.
Okay.
Well, not makeshift, but
Let's do that.
hook.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, Thorgar, sleight of hand. And Narya, if you're gonna make another one. Okay, yeah. The both of you think, as you tied the knot around the grappling hook, the both of you think that it's pretty good. It's sustainable.
Lovely. Here you go, Arjan. You try.
What? Do you want me to throw it or try to tie it.
You can do whatever you wish.
No, Arjan, it looks like it's tied.
It feels
Uh,
weird,
I tug on it. I tug on it as much as hard as I can.
It disassembles immediately.
Doesn't come loose.
It disassembles.
I'm going to try and retie it,
Okay.
and I would like to use dexterity in order to do that.
Yeah, it's called a sleight of hand. But that's fine.
Okay, sleight of hand. All right, come on, give me a good one. 16.
Okay. Yeah, you think it's tied pretty well. Better than Narya's, of course. As you...
And I hand it back to. I hand it back to Thorgar. Try tossing your.
No, you don't touch my stuff.
No, I'm using his javelin and Turi's rope, not yours.
That's not what.
Okay. So let me get it straight. Arjan, you tied the grappling hook to the rope, handed it back to Narya, and then went over to Thorgar to take his stuff.
No, I was doing this I was trying to do this with Thorgar and Turi to get a rope tied to a javelin, so Thorgar could throw that javelin up and see if it's stuck in.
Okay, then you didn't take the grappling hook. Okay.
No, I didn't take the grappling hook.
Thorgar, do you allow Arjan to take the rope and javelin?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you managed to retie it. As you tugged it, it fell apart. The javelin and the rope no longer connected. As you connected again, more sturdier than before, and you hand it back to Thorgar.
Thank you, sir. Okay, let's try this again.
Strength check.
Power of ale.
That's it.
Oh my god.
So a 20.
If it
Minus
depends
2.
on if it's solid rock or if it's not, or if it's just earth. I hope you didn't break your javelin because you hit solid earth. No, solid stone.
That's funny. I said by the power of ale, and it works.
I know.
He's got a hope and a dream. Hope and a dream.
Thorgar, as you stand back, getting that right perfect position, throwing it with all your might, as the javelin shoots into the hole, and it keeps going. It keeps going. How long is the rope gun?
It's 100 feet from Turi.
Okay.
He has 100 feet of rope?
Yeah.
Damn.
So do I.
As
Wait,
it keeps going.
Whose rope? Okay, this question, because I remember. Whose rope was tied at the edge of the cave that Turi climbed down before he fell?
Mine.
That would have been Thorgar's.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was 50. Okay.
Okay, 20 feet of the rope go by as it's finally stopped. And it doesn't seem to be going back down.
I'm gonna give it a couple tugs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good.
What is your maximum weight right now?
How did you know I was just about to ask that? How did you know?
My weight right now is 98.
What about your
That's
body
not
weight?
just carry weight.
What about
Also
your
that
body
weight
weight?
of your character.
Yeah, including the weight of your character should be under the bio part. Top of your character seat.
My character, let me see his bio. I think my character. Okay, where do I find that again? It's in bio, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
top of your character seat.
Like, for example, my character's weight combined is 282.
Mine
So mine
is
falls
two.
My character's 250.
250, 98. Around 348.
305, 312.
Okay.
Mine's total is with all my stuff. Nope, that's not it.
Oh, you're going up first.
Oh yeah, I know that. I just want to know how
He's
much I
the
weigh.
safest one. He might be the only one who can.
96 plus. I weigh roughly 160 pounds with all my shit.
Wow, you're light.
Compared to
Yeah,
everyone
Terry
else,
is a very, very small kobold.
Once the javelin sticks and is not coming back down, I am actually going to take and hold all of my weight onto the end and see if it holds.
I'm not gonna do it. I might break it.
Okay. Let's see.
So how heavy is Thorgard's natural weight?
250.
250 plus how much weight in gear?
98.
So 338, 37,
Three-
roughly around there.
348.
348. Okay, so he is the heaviest one of us.
Right. Which is why he's not doing it, but I am.
Okay.
I'm 312
Arden, roll me a perception check.
total weight. Perception.
Okay.
Okay.
No, the rope seems to be, for you, it seems to be sturdy. It doesn't seem to budge.
Hurry, go. I'm holding the rope. I'm holding the
Athletics
rope.
check?
Make an athletics check.
Do kobolds have a climb speed? I don't know.
No.
Half your
Okay,
movements.
so
the
he-
athletics though?
So
Okay.
he would
be
go
acrobatics.
up this movement,
I would.
and if he pushes further, he
For
would,
me, I would-
take a check.
It's acrobatics, huh?
I would-
Jason?
I would rule it as acrobatics with advantage because of the rope.
Yeah, acrobatics. That sounds right.
Since you're gonna climb up the rope, correct?
I am. Yes.
Half your movement speed.
Okay. It'll be 15 feet.
And you can dash up too.
Yep.
Yep.
I can
Make
dash. I can bonus action dash, which would be 60 feet.
Yeah, he's a quick climber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at his little ass go.
30 feet,
It's
45.
kind of like like
45.
like this here.
Okay.
Just up
So,
there.
You see climbers
that-
just moving to the sky.
at half speed, your full movement would be 45 speed. 45 climbing feet.
No, my game. Look,
Not bad.
no. This is my
Okay.
campaign. I get to decide the speed here. It's stacks.
Awesome.
So that's times 4, since you're dashing twice. Times 4. That's 60 feet.
So 15 times 4, that'd be 30.
60.
45? 45?
Yeah.
60, yep.
Yep. Yeah, so it's multiplied per each outcome up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So,
if there was like a
60
slight
feet.
disadvantage.
Yep. Now imagine if I was running. That'd be crazy.
Oh, dude.
But
Oh.
yeah, how far can I reach? How far can I reach to the end of the rope?
Okay. As you start climbing up, at incredible speeds, no less, you manage to make it a total of 40 feet before you see the javelin barely holding on. It's slowly, ever so slowly, getting undone.
Okay. Can I
you
see
hit
the
it back
top?
in the wall like with like
Uh,
hammer type thing?
you cannot.
Tools, right?
You cannot see the top, but currently it is kind of going in a spiral with a few how to say? It's like going at an steep angle, like at a slope, and not fully directly up, of course. So
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Can I take what could I got? What do I got? I don't have do I not have a hammer? Fuck, I don't have a hammer. Can I just take the blunt end of a torch and try to hammer it in tighter so it's less likely to fall so I can climb up the rest?
you try and hammer in the javelin with a torch.
Yeah, basically just using a big old stick and just trying to hit this javelin in there.
This
It
could
is
be
in rock
funny
climbing.
or
They do
terrible.
that.
So
Or good, but that's less interesting.
okay, now let me make this a bit clearer.
Can I look to Arjan and say maybe we might need to catch him if he falls?
Okay, let me make this a bit clearer. So, the javelin isn't currently stuck in anything. It's more like grasping onto a ledge.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, then
Like from one of the
is
turns,
there-
after Thorgar threw it up, as it kept traveling for an additional 20 feet, it kind of got stuck on a corner.
I see. Okay, then I'm not gonna try to fix it as because that's no way I'm gonna get through the stone. Is there any way I could make a check or something to climb up the rest of the way? There?
Acrobatics.
Okay, I'll do that.
Ooh. Arjan, we might need to catch him.
Yeah, I know.
Let's get ready.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. You guys worry too much.
We worry for the right reasons.
I mean, you're not wrong to worry. I'm just saying you worry too much.
Okay.
It'd be messed up if we miss it.
Damn it, why does it keep staying to the end?
Let's see. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll just take your first one. And it's not that advantage. It's more like it's always toggled on. That's what that is. But anyway, Turi,
Okay.
you're able to get a footing on the rest of the slide-like tunnel, as you are able to climb up, but again with half of your movement speed.
Awesome.
Now, are you going to actually disconnect that rope and carry it with you?
Yeah, I would try and carry the actually.
Or drag the end with you?
Yeah, I would try to drag the end with.
You'll try to drag the
Because it's
end
not
with
like-
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell down the thing like, "Hey, let go!" To tell him to let go, so I can pull the rest with me because I know I cannot carry him.
All right, so I go ahead and loosen my grip a little bit, but I'm still holding on to it, feeling it slide through my hands.
And the DC,
Not to the
the DC
Not to the point
just
where
went.
I get-
Yeah.
Not to the point where I get a rope burn though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. As the DC has now increased.
Oh shit.
Okay, so not only are you supporting your own weight to climbing up, but you're also supporting the weight of a 100-foot rope, not fully, as well as the javelin connect. Are you disconnecting it from the javelin, or are you taking the javelin with you?
I would disconnect it. I knew I can't carry that and climb up this thing.
Sleight of hand.
All right.
After all,
You're gonna have to beat it. You're gonna have to beat a 16.
16 minus 1, 15.
Yep, because I do not have any. I don't have any more daggers to actually cut this rope. That's the sad part.
I thought we gave him a dagger. Oh, he got it.
With your miraculous hands, the knot came apart as smooth as butter that you yourself don't know how that it actually supported you this far.
It's good to have friends in high places. I love this. and now I'm gonna try and climb the rest of the way with the rope. Well,
Okay.
it's tagging behind me. I'm gonna tie it somewhere on my body and then climb the rest of the
We
way.
should probably.
Okay, I'm gonna need.
Does he have like anything he could put like to like climbing wise? You
Like
know what I mean?
climbing
Something to,
gear?
like latch on the thing.
Like
Yeah, I
climbing
was
gear?
gonna do
Yeah.
that, but I don't have any.
No weapons.
Damn, we have nothing, huh?
You kind of have claws, but that's about it.
I thought Narya gave him a dagger.
He has a dagger.
Oh,
But
I
that's his
do.
He has a
active
dagger.
weapon.
I thought he gave him a dagger.
Does he want to risk his last weapon?
Yeah, I don't have my rapier is bent to a point that it's looking like an L, and both of my daggers are now just handles. So I'm kind of at a point. I got one weapon that's melee.
Yep. And if he uses it,
But
he's
your-
out of
your
weapon. And if
rapier-
it breaks,
your
he's
rapier
out of
is
weapon.
You said your rapier is bent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bent with the tip of it shattered. The very tip of it, though.
It's a blunt
You could
rapier.
probably use that. You could probably use it to catch on to something.
Quick question.
Yeah, I was saving that for in case I fall again, because there's a good chance I do.
One more thing. Do you know how
I was trying to
thin?
say, like,
Trying to hold weight.
Okay, so yeah.
oh, this is scary.
Now, what will you do?
Now, if I can, I'm gonna try and tie it to myself. But if I can't do that, I'm just gonna hold on to it with one hand and climb the rest of the way up there.
Another sleight of hands?
Okay.
Wait. Since you're currently using one hand to not fall, as with your feet, that would be a sleight of hand at disadvantage to try and tie it to yourself with one hand.
Just put it in your mouth.
Oh yeah, I could have done that.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay. I said this would be
No, did he?
humorous, so let's see what it comes out.
No, did he?
Yeah, I was like, are you sure about that, Jason? But, yep. So, what happens now? You manage to connect the rope to your waist. It's connected.
Okay. Then I'm now going to try and climb up.
Okay, as you try to climb up, I'm gonna go with your other acrobatics check that you rolled me. As you try to climb up, you feel the rope the knot that you just done to have the rope across your waist getting slowly undone. If you don't want to lose the rope, please roll me a dexterity check.
Oh no. Hey guys, I'm sorry. This is my first time back in a while, and it may go bad.
That's what we're hoping for, technically. It's funny. Failure's funny.
Oh yeah, it's way funny.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
a failure when they
Yeah, failure.
tried to cauterize a wound and 2 people got set on fire.
Failure, there's 2 things that comes out of failure. Tragedy or comedy. It's all up to the DM and you.
Yeah, so as the rope is slowly coming undone, you notice it pretty quickly, and you manage to grab your hand on it before it even comes undone.
Okay. But now I'm just gonna, knowing that I can't trust my own hands now of tying shit, because I've failed twice in tying shit. I'm going to just now try and fall my way up there with just my one hand holding the rope and the other hand helping me climb with my feet.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna have you roll me an acrobatics check every 25 feet.
Okay.
So, as you move 5 more feet, please roll me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. 16.
As you start slipping a bit. You start slipping a bit,
Okay.
going back down around 10 feet.
It's okay, guys. I'm making progress. It's backwards progress, but progress nonetheless. Okay. Can I? Okay. I want to take my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, it's all stone, right? It's not like any.
Yeah, it seems to be all stone with a few like small slits, like imperfections.
Okay. Yeah. I want to try and take my rapier, hold it at the tip, and try to use it like, like you would what are those things called? Like
A Python?
like a pick or something.
Oh, like a
Try
pick.
like see if I can like try
Okay.
to see if I can like jam it into certain like gaps and stuff that are in the stone if there's are any.
In that
Try to make my
case,
climb a little better.
yeah, if you do that, two things will happen. One, you'll get a +1 on your acrobatics, and two, at the very end, your rapier will be even more unusable.
I'm fine with that.
Are you fine with that? Okay.
Yeah.
As you're using your pick to start going, traveling back up little by little, please roll me another acrobatics check as you move back to your original position.
Okay. Got this. I got this.
Turi, I'm gonna tell you the start, I'm gonna tell you the end. How you get from the start to the end is all showbiz, okay?
It's all business, baby. It's all showbiz.
So, the start is 30 feet up to this tunnel. The end is back to your comrades. How do you get there?
I would assume Terry, he's like he's got his rapier in his hand. He's holding it like a pick to stab into the rock, and he goes for just that. He sees it up in there. He wants to get there, so he goes for a big old leap, trying to jump up there and stab it into the rock while holding the rope in his other hand. I know it feeling like he's got this.
Music plays.
Yep.
We need the Mission Impossible music.
Yeah.
If I was home, I would totally have a thing ready for this, but no.
Okay. As you fall all the way back down.
We try to catch him.
Yeah, Arden, are you directly below
we both try to catch him.
Is anyone directly below? Oh,
Yeah.
that's fine. In that case,
We're both below.
in that case, please give me a dexterity check at advantage, or 2 dexterity checks.
All right.
I'll
How do I
do a
do a
dexterity
dexterity check at advantage?
Who wants to do it?
See
Yeah.
them both were there waiting.
Just do a normal dexterity check.
Okay. 12, 16. Do you have? Are you proficient in dexterity saving throws, Thorgor?
Dexterity. I have danger sense.
No, not danger sense. Just the dex. What's your dexterity modifier?
2.
2? Okay, then we can take the dexterity save then. 12, 16, that is 28, 14. 14, that is enough to catch him. Turi, you are caught by both Arjan and Thorgor as you fall back down with the rope and javelin in hand. Actually, no. Did you take the javelin?
No.
He did not.
No, I just cut the rope off the javelin. So
Well,
it just was up
congratulations.
there.
Yeah, congratulations. You lost the javelin.
Right. I got one more left.
Well, let's try something else here. I'm not entirely sure it's gonna work.
We could. Can we look around the room? Is this the only place in the room?
This is
I got a question for you.
one Thorgor.
Nico's memory. The chute swirls, right?
The chute does swirl a bit, Sometimes goes into a straight path, sometimes goes into a corner.
Okay.
Okay, Thorgor, on the other hand, this
Only one
is...
level higher. I have an answer for myself, not for you guys, but for myself.
Yeah.
Room, that's it. The only hole here.
Yep, only the hole in the ceiling is there. And a little bit of hay on the ground, but that's it.
We need a way to get up there.
Oh wait, no, wait, never mind. One level ain't gonna do it. Okay. Yep, I'm the wrong character. Oh wait, no, he couldn't do it anyway. Never mind.
Can Terry hold the +1 sword? Long sword.
He can.
I'm gonna give Terry the +1 long sword.
Ooh, shiny. What do I do with it?
Not die.
What if we?
No, that-
All right. What's everybody's height? I'm 6'6".
I'm 6'2".
You're looking at a cool 2-4.
So that's 10, 12.
He is a very small kobold. I will iterate again.
Yes.
Like you all have been looking
You get a
down at your
+1.
shoes when you talk to him.
You get a +1 long sword, Terry.
Okay, sweet.
With all your heights combined, you reach at 21.6 foot tall.
Yeah, but the strongest one would have to be at the base, and the lightest one would have to be at the top.
I'll carry. I'll be the base.
Well, what I'm thinking with our weight, since that's going to be an issue. What I'm thinking is, me and Thorgar be the base. Narya, you climb up on our shoulders, stand up with Tori on top of you, and then we all push up together. Should help to get Tori up to the edge of the hole, and then Narya, you may have to actually push him up to where he has to jump up. He uses that sword and tries to climb up again with the rope. This time, he drops it down when he gets to the top and gets it secured.
No, I want someone.
May not work, but it may work. I don't know.
Oh, you can try.
Okay, what is in everyone's inventory? Because I still have rope.
I don't have any rope.
You probably
You guys
forgot
have my
to
100 meter.
take your rope out.
Okay. Thorgar, what rope do you have? How long is your rope? 50.
Rope.
How many do you have?
10. Just one, and then the other that part it says 10.
110. Then I believe you have
So, in
one.
other words, you have 10 feet of rope.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, you remember how you kind of tied the rope to a sturdy lock to get down to the cavern? Yeah. That was a 90 feet total.
Okay, so that was on a. Okay, I'm trying to think. We could, if we had any more other ropes, we could try to make a slingshot and sling Turi up there.
No. That just sounds
No,
reckless and dangerous.
That doesn't seem right to me.
Besides, shooting just one direction isn't going to work. The chute moves. It's not just a straight line.
Oh. You know what? I'm going to try and climb up there.
Oh,
And I'm gonna try to climb up.
okay. You're gonna start from the walls, right?
Yes.
Do you have claws?
I've got claws, but I don't have a climbing speed.
Do you have claws on your feet?
Being a dragonborn, yes, he would have claws on his feet, yes.
In that case, +1 to your acrobatics check.
Okay. That's a 4.
That's a 2.
So I don't even. No, it's a 4. Acrobatics +1 plus the additional one that you're giving me is a 4.
Oh, yeah. I forgot the moment that I said that I gave you that. I forgot that immediately.
Where'd you get the 2 from?
I was like, yes. Sorry. My brain isn't braining at the moment.
Roll the 2 with the 1 advantage.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so you got a 4.
I got it.
As you try climbing up, you slide down the
I
wall.
fall back down. Okay, this is not as easy as it looks.
Arjan, do you think you could handle lifting my weight?
I think so. I'm not entirely sure, but I think
climb on top of Arjan, and I'm gonna try to climb the wall. And I have the same Dragonborn same stuff. But before I do that, I am going to say a little keyword, and it's gonna change my shift weave dress into, instead of it being a showy performance one, into more of a normal pants, climbing gear. Not climbing gear, but normal clothing that I would take if I have to climb it.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about a dress.
Okay.
Ooh, pretty.
It was pretty. Now it's not so much. It's more utility, practical.
Right.
Okay. In that case, what was your weight again, Narya?
200. I'm 220. 282 total weight.
Okay, just a second while I search something up.
I'm at about 312 total weight.
Okay. So
he's gonna feel it. I have no no doubts he's gonna feel it.
Arjan, one question. What's your strength score?
Dragonborns are notoriously heavy for their size.
I have a 14 strength. So +2 is my +2 modifier.
Oh boy.
In that case, I'm gonna require a strength check from Arjan to see if he can carry not only his equipment, but the additional weight from Narya.
He would be considered encumbered, and he's capable of it because I think it's 600. I gotta look at encumbrance. Let's see what rolls on, just so everyone knows.
Okay.
I think it just gives you like slower
Because
speed.
it's not like he's carrying me anywhere. He's just holding me up.
Oh, okay. Let me search that up as well. If you carry an excess of 10 times, so 140 to, let's see, 210 plus 140, 350. Yeah, you exceed it. So yeah, I'm still gonna need that strength check. Did you do the strength check? I couldn't see.
I did.
14?
I got a 14.
Okay.
I don't know.
3. That barely does it, yep.
I would brace the wall so it makes it a little bit lighter.
Barely does it. Barely does it.
Okay, Then I'm gonna try to climb up the wall. Let me see.
Acrobatics.
I'm gonna have a dagger in case I fall. Anything else I can use to assist me?
I'll stay directly under you so that I can catch you if need be.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna
moving
try
away.
to climb up the wall.
Okay, acrobatics, please.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
thank you.
actually just
for the
gonna move
plus
away and
one.
just watch.
24. Ooh. Yeah. You're able to actually climb up the wall.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try to climb the ceiling. And
So,
I'm gonna have
mm-hmm.
and
Acrobatics
let's
check
see.
again.
Higher DC. Nope.
Ooh,
I got one
Yeah, I
good
stay
roll, one
direct-
bad roll. It's like, eh.
I stay directly under you,
Yeah.
ready to catch you.
Wait. Let me just make sure I heard that right. You're getting ready to catch a 300 and something pound dragonborn.
No, 280.
A 280 pound dragonborn. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I am ready to catch Narya when she falls.
Okay, Narya, as you climb up the wall, not seeming very much difficulty, but the moment you saw that ceiling and your claws tried to grab on, you fell
Yep, I am not a
directly
spider.
directly above you, and not above you, and directly below you, Arjan. So please roll me as since you're already below, a strength check. Not a saving throw, a check.
Not bad.
Okay. As you manage to.
50.
As Narya falls, you managing to grabbing her, almost falling prone, but your knees just barely kept it together.
I think
Yeah.
we're getting close to an idea here.
I
I'll
look
go
at
ahead.
Arjun. Well, thank you, handsome. And then she stands up, out of your arms.
My lady. I am going to go kneel in a corner and pray to Bahamut.
Because of the strength of his knees.
D100, please.
D100.
Wow.
I've never seen that. That is crazy. That is
Oh,
crazy.
boy.
Oh.
The nerve of him trying to contact his lord. I'm kidding.
That hurts.
It's like, I don't want to talk to you right now. In godly voice.
Okay.
Oh, out of 100, you can even get over 5.
Roll me
What is the chance?
another D100, please.
Oh, no.
Another nat one.
$38. Jesus. Come on, roll 20. You're supposed to be working with me here.
No, I'm having too much fun with you.
Arjan?
Nah.
I
Arjan?
just love to see us
No.
suffer.
Arjan? What's your max HP?
25.
25? Ooh, okay. So,
Ooh.
you have caught on fire. Your max HP is now 23.
Oh. Arjan, are you okay? Okay. I'm going to cast Prestidigitation, and I'm probably going to take a little penalty for this. But I am not a follower of Bahamut, so it might not be as harsh, and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to snuff it out.
The moment you cast Prestidigitation, the spell cancels immediately.
Lovely.
But Arjan, until this is specifically for you. Until you manage to please your god once more, you shall have a -2 on your max HP as long as forever being on fire, forever having a fire on your horns.
Sweet too.
Okay.
This is the same exact fire from Sacred Flame that you might have come across, a poor woman getting burnt, or, a poor spider's den getting caught on fire as well.
I was trying to open those cocoons, not set them on fire, but. Alright. So, being at that point, I am going to continue to pray to see if there's any, to see what my deity would like me to do to please him.
Okay, in that case,
Try to climb.
Okay, in that case, Arjan, I'll come back to you later, as you are currently praying. Rest of the party,
Alright.
what are you gonna do?
I'm just
I'm gonna try to
watching. Like, I
climb.
tried to help and they wouldn't allow me. It's like, ooh, Arjan, what did you do?
Okay.
What do I need to climb this?
The wall?
Yeah.
Just an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. Okay, I'll give it a shot. No.
Nope.
I fall.
Nick?
Ooh.
You don't even make it off the ground.
Yeah, as you
don't
try,
even make it off the ground.
as you try to climb up, I don't think you have claws, right?
I don't think you have claws.
Thorgar?
Orcs do not have claws, no.
Oh, okay. In that case, as you try to climb up, and your fingers, trying to get a grip somewhere, it screeches a bit as you take 1 bludgeoning damage from your hands. Your fingers were apparently not meant for climbing here. But, Nick, you are currently muted, just so you know.
Oh, I've been talking this entire time, wondering why no one responded.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Oh, we thought you were just disappointed in your comedic act. No, I'm kidding.
No, that happens every day. I'm fine with that by now. But yeah. Oh, dang. Can I try and do the climbing thing without the rope? Well, actually, I'm going to try and tie the rope to myself again.
Okay.
The whole loop around, and then I'm going to try to climb it again.
Okay.
While they're doing it.
You know the rules.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Here we go. Okay.
Okay.
Pretty good. Okay. Now I would like to try and do the climbing.
Mm-hmm.
Is all his rolls on Whisper?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I don't know why it keeps putting them to GM, and I tried to fix it, but it keeps doing it.
I'm just gonna take a quick look at your character sheets.
Yeah, every time I open it up, it always said the GM. I don't know why.
Me neither. Okay. Yeah, as you manage to tie the rope around your waist pretty easily. It seems pretty secure.
Okay. Now I'm gonna try to do the climb.
Okay.
Okay, that time I rolled normal.
You have claws +1. That's a 10. You try to climb up, but it doesn't seem like you can get that far on that side of the wall.
Okay.
Can I make an investigation check?
You can if you want.
Nothing.
Thorgar, you don't know why, but for some reason you're really keen on that one single strand of hay in the center of the room.
So mysterious. Like, why it's there?
That makes sense.
Anything else?
I have one javelin left. Off the damn thing.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna toss another one. My last javelin. Give me the rope, Turi.
You aren't muted again, are you? Oh no, you aren't. Nick?
What's up, man?
Yeah, what up?
Okay.
Turi, hand me the rope. I'm gonna toss another javelin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hand him the other half of the right.
And I'll sleight of hand it. No, go ahead, Turi, try it.
Let me have a look at this. Let me give it a try. It's like full as I try to tie the rope there. Damn it. Things always take forever to load up. Nope, damn it.
Right.
And nope, I didn't do it. There we go. Click. There we go.
So you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys can see it.
Mhm. After Thorgar tried to connect the rope to the javelin, as he was just about to throw it, it did come loose, so he gave it to Turi to try, as it's now pretty secure.
Wait, we're gonna try it again, Turi.
You got this.
By the power of ale.
As he threw it up towards the hole, it managed to just about reach around 15 feet high as it came back down.
Try it again.
Didn't reach as far. Okay, now. Meanwhile, Arjun, please roll me another D100, since you're still praying.
All right.
If he rolls another one.
If you roll 2 more ones on the nat 100, there is a possibility that you lose your deity. 2 ones on the 100. Okay.
79.
Okay, that's better.
That'll work.
Arjun, this is a message for you. So, as you are currently praying, you do get the message of I'm not sure how to do the voice, so I'm just gonna say the message. 1, stop being an arsonist. 2, try and solve stuff with less force. And 3, be kinder and more just to people. Those are the 3 messages that you hear from your deity.
Okay. Put those in chat, please.
Okay.
Three, drink ale.
Those are the 3 words of advice that your deity bestowed upon you, upon praying.
Okay.
So, Thorgor, after you failed twice, actually no. What now? Anything else?
Well, I'm not trying to be an arsonist, so I'm. All right. Stop trying to solve things with force.
Well, that's the fun thing.
Okay, Thorgar, you did not hear it. These are just for his character.
Yeah, this is just for Arjan.
I know.
Yeah.
I was making a comment, having fun of it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna come out of my kneeling position and move over to the party, and I'm going to cast Bless on myself, Thorgar, and Turi.
Oh, sweet.
All three of you now have bless.
So you have. We all have a. We all can add a D4 to any ability. I think it's any ability check.
Description,
That's
please.
guidance. That's guidance.
Or any D.
Bless is attack
yeah.
rolls and saving throws.
Oh, okay. So not Bless. I'm not going to use Bless then. I'm going to use Guidance.
Okay.
Okay, now one important thing here. Can you please show me the description?
Do I have Guidance? No, I don't have Guidance. Never mind. I can't do any. I won't do either of those then.
Only one of us wasn't a cockra, then it'd be easy. Or a cocra. Sadly, we're not, so we gotta do it the hard way.
Sadly, birds don't exist in this universe.
Yeah, sadly, the dice really don't want you to get out. That's it.
They want us to burn.
All right, so I'm actually going to go back to the room with the spiders.
Everything is scorched. Everything.
Is the fire still going or no?
Only on the corpses of the spiders is it continuing a bit more, but the rest is scorched and burned down.
I am
You
going
said there
to
were
go
some
over.
humanoid bags, right? In the
Yeah,
other room, right?
yeah, there were.
Can I check for them to see if they have any useful things to help with the climbing?
Good luck if they're useful after them burning. But yeah, sure.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, if you'd like to check, please give me a... What was it called? Investigation check. Yeah?
The bane of our party.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to sit down and ritually cast detect magic and try to identify this unknown potion that I have.
Ooh, okay. I'll tell you.
Potion of light, I'm gonna be irritated. Anyway.
Spider climb, come on.
I'll tell you in
That would
10
work
minutes. Like 10 in-game minutes. Yeah, but, Narya, as you're checking the bags or the cocoons, one just filled with rats, another also filled with a rat.
They're all burnt to crisp. They're not even good to eat anymore.
And one of the cocoons, you remember noticing they were a kobold, which is the middle, this one right here. They were a kobold. What did you take from them?
Yeah, I thought they were a human.
No, the other one is the human. The one to the south. Let's see. What did the kobold one have? No, more like what did you take? if I remember correctly, you took a vial, a few vials from the kobold, so it's no longer there. Most of its stuff is burned. As hmm. Yeah, just a second while I search something up. Oh my god.
Oh no.
I don't know why you didn't take this. I have no idea why you didn't take this. As you checked, most of the kobold's items were gone, but for some reason there was a potion. There was a potion in the kobold's cocoon.
That is crazy.
I don't know how you didn't take this last time, because you were
Okay,
just
well, I
messing
got
around
a
with the vial.
mysterious potion.
One more thing, the potion seems to be some kind of clear liquid that's floating at the top of its container and has cloudy white impurities drifting in it.
Lovely. Oh, I'm gonna go take it. Okay, I'm gonna take it to Arjun. Hey, look what I found. I don't know if it'll help.
Okay. So now I have 2 potions I get to try and identify.
Okay, and your timer restarts. If you aren't, distracted by her being over the potion.
I restart my ritual,
Mm-hmm.
going, all right, here. I'll see if I can identify it.
Okay. And the rest of you, what are you guys doing?
Still trying to figure out how to get out of this damn dungeon.
Trey and Nick, you're both muted.
Terry.
Sorry.
I'll split a ration with Terry.
Oh, okay.
How do we get out of?
I'm trying to figure it out myself.
Are we sure there's no other way out of here? I know I just got back, but I don't know what's going. I don't know if this is the only way.
The only other ways I can think of were the giant toilet that was a couple rooms back.
Terry looks confounded and quite perplexed, like, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, there was a tentacle we fought, and we cleared the drain, and it smelled god awful. But it did lead somewhere.
You don't know that actually. Only Arjan has noticed that.
Yep.
You just know it's a toilet, for you at least.
Okay. This is quite lit. This is the guys must be taking the piss because this is just crazy.
Oh, I could try to check and see if I could break a wall.
So is that the only other entrance that we found going down the way we were coming from?
What?
Was
Is that the only
was there
thing in
any? Yeah, the only thing in there. Okay. Well, guys, I hate to say this, but I think we will have to maybe go into the toilet. We're gonna go down we might need to go down the drain.
So, as you guys are talking, the ritual casting is done. Arjan, the 2 potions that
Alright,
you
so what?
casted the detect magic on, they're both from the transmutation school. As one,
Both transmutations.
yeah,
Okay.
as the unknown potion that you first got, they're a red-like potion, and the second, more clear liquid, cloudy, and the description I just gave, are
Right.
both from the transmutation school.
I'm gonna do something that I'm surprised no one's ever thought of before in this group. I'm gonna check the vial to see if there's a label.
Unbelievable. So crazy might just work.
You're gonna check the potion that you just gave Arjan?
Yes, to see if it has a label.
It does. In common, it says emergency flights.
Emergency what?
Flights.
Light?
Emergency light.
No, flying.
Flying.
Light.
Ooh, okay, I grabbed the.
Oh.
Arjan, give me the potion.
I hand it to her, and I take a look at the bottle of the other one I got, the red one, and look, check it for a label.
It doesn't have a label.
Okay. Okay, so as soon as I get back to my computer, I want to roll an Arcana check to see if I can figure out which potion this is.
Okay.
Oh.
I have no idea how you didn't even take this potion the last time you guys were here.
Potion. How many people could that potion support? Is it only for one person?
A singular person.
I would say give it to
You
Narya, you make some pretty good knots, so I would say you use it. Take the rope up and then
she has not
rope.
yeah, she has not told anyone else that this has a label and she read it. She just took
No,
it.
this
I
is
just took it and went to the other room.
this is me talking, not Arjan.
Oh, okay.
Considering the character, no good can come of this.
Okay. I call out to Arjan and Turi. Come on, get over here. But again, Arjan's trying to figure out that other potion.
Hello, I'm here now.
Okay. Okay. I need you two to tie a rope around my waist.
Okay. Are you going to try to climb? Are you going to try to climb again?
Oh, I'm gonna try again. Yes.
Okay.
In a different way.
Okay, Tara's gonna try and tie the rope as securely as he can this time. Which is wasting all these
Good
ropes.
job, Terry.
Good luck. Okay, sir, I'm gonna say this now. Good luck getting the rope off.
I'm so good at tying ropes, but I can't climb for shit.
Narya, you now have a rope around your waist. It might be a little too tight, but that's fine.
God damn it! God damn, Terry! God, a little lighter, please.
I don't know. If you can barely breathe, that's how
I'm
you
gonna
know it's
look in
picking up.
bewilderment of what's going on.
You see Turi standing behind Narya tying a rope, and it looks like Narya's suffocating a bit. That's from your point of view.
I'll try to loosen the rope.
Sleight of hand,
Get away
please.
from me. Get away from me.
Upper.
Hey, don't worry what I just did. You don't know how it is to tie ropes.
Let's see. Do I have anything back here? Okay, let me see. Alright. Okay, just a little tight. Okay, shocking. That's not going to work. Ooh, I know what I can do. But we're about it later. So how badly am I suffocating, or is it just a little too tight?
Just a little too tight.
Okay, then that's doable. I'm gonna wait for Arjan to be able to do what he needs to do before I do this, just in case.
But wow.
Oh no, I know a way I can help make it easier to get out of the rope.
I'm gonna roll a d20. Someone call odds or evens. This is gonna be a role play thing.
Oh, evens.
Odds.
All right.
Aw, you won.
Called odds.
Arjan did.
I did.
All right. It's enough. How many rooms do we have left?
Okay, so Arjan, are you ready? Did you figure out what that potion was?
Just head back. Head back 20.
Mhm.
I'm trying to clean up long, but I'm still trying to figure out where to put everything.
I get you. How are ya?
Hi.
How are you?
Oh,
Come on, say hello to the poor lady.
I did.
I just hear the background like, huh? What the?
All right, so I am now back to my computer.
Okay. Arcana
Time
check.
for an Arcana check. All right. Arcana. Oh God, it's intelligence. An 11.
I mean, Arjan, with an 11, you remember that, actually, wait a second, let me check something before I continue. Let's see, what is... Ah, never mind. Okay. Do you remember that most red potions are normally health potions? But you also remember that health potions are of evocation and not transmutation. So you know that this isn't an health potion.
Okay.
That's it.
I open the stopper and take a sniff.
Ooh. Okay. Just a second again. Let's see, does this potion have a smell? It doesn't really smell that different from a normal health potion.
All right. I stopper it back up and I go over to Narya. Yeah, what is it?
I'm gonna drink the potion.
Okay.
Okay.
Congratulations, you can now fly.
I'm going to fly up the shaft. The chute.
Okay. As you're flying up, you first come across a pathway around 25 feet that goes somewhere, somewhat in a loop, but spiraling upwards. As another couple of feet goes a straight path, has a sharp turn, but not sharp enough to hurt someone coming down from the slide. And that pattern repeats. And for 100...
At what point does she come across the javelin?
Oh, you come across the javelin, the first
I ignore it.
20, 25 feet. If you ignore it, then you're going to keep going. That same pattern of a spiral going upwards, a straight path, and a sharp turn going either left or right. It continues on for 100 feet. And on the 100th feet, you make it to the top, where behind you, you notice a portal, and in front of you, the way you came in.
Okay, so I notice a portal on the back. Lovely. So all the portals are exposed now. Okay. That was a good dagger thrust, even though it almost killed me. Oh, God. Okay. So, after that, I'm going to hold on to the 100-foot rope, which they probably see is just barely at the chute, right?
There, look, yeah, all the rope is currently at the very edge of entering the room from atop.
Okay. So I'm going to take my knife, and cut the rope that's tied to me.
Are you okay? You are grabbing the rope while cutting it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm grabbing the side so it doesn't come loose. So I cut off maybe a couple, maybe at most about, I would say
6
about
inches.
6 inches,
Mhm.
maybe 12 inches.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to pull the rope further. I'm going to look for anything I could tie the rope to. That's not myself.
Hmm. Well, you do notice a few rugged rocks around you, but you're not sure if they'll be of much, if they will be able to sustain the weight of the rope plus anyone else.
Okay. Well, then first I'm going to tie my rope to that. And I'm going to
Okay.
try to tie it, see if that works. So that way we get an extra 50 feet.
Sleight of hand.
And I'm going to.
Okay.
And I'm going to double check to make sure it's a tight knot.
As you're checking, it doesn't seem to loosen.
Okay, so that gives me anything. Okay. And then I'm only going to go about. That's 20 feet down. 25 feet further, see if there's anything I could tie it to.
As you go 10 feet further, you notice that there are the other paths, and once you go another 10 feet, you do notice pretty sturdy looking stalagmites.
I am going to try to tie it to the stalagmite.
Okay. At the base, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another sleight of hand, please.
And then I'm going to double check the knot, make sure it's firm.
What's your passive perception?
Not good. 11.
Yeah, you think it's secure enough.
Okay. With that, I pick up a rock, go back to where the chute would be at the start. I cast light on the rock, and then I drop it. Hopefully, they are paying attention.
First question: is there anyone directly under the chute in the room?
I'm gonna be beside it. Not directly under it, but about 5 feet away.
Okay. What about you two? Are you just sharing a meal? Terry and Thorgor?
Yeah, we're still plotting on how we're gonna get out of here.
Okay. As after a little bit of time, it's been like around 10 minutes. Actually, wait, how long does the potion last for?
I think it's an hour, right?
An hour, yeah, hour. Okay. Yeah. After around 10 minutes, on the 11th minute, you start hearing something bashing against the walls from the ceiling. As
Okay, so I have
it's getting louder and louder
passive of 14.
and louder, and at the end, a broken rock that has light source on it falls to the ground in the very center of the room.
And I noticed that the rope is all the way down.
The rope is down.
I go, Dirty, come here.
What's going on?
And basically, if I feel a tug on the rope, I'm going to cast a light spell back on myself so I can see. So I'm going to be holding the rope just at the base.
Okay,
just
understood.
Until I feel a tug.
Understood.
Time for you to climb. And before Turi actually starts climbing, I'm gonna put my whole weight on the rope and just tug on it, make sure it's secure.
Okay.
Push Turi up and boost up and
Just
rope so he climbs up easier.
Just a second. 2 to 5.
Just give me a push, and I just like tumble somehow upwards.
Okay. Arjan, are you placing your whole weight? Correct.
My whole weight, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
112 pounds.
As you place your whole weight onto the rope, Narya, you feel a tug. An incredibly strong tug.
Oh, great. One of the heavy guys are grabbing the rope. Okay. So I'm going to cast a light spell on myself as I try to hold the rope, to give it a little bit extra carry that the stalagmite's already holding.
And yeah, as you recast light on yourself, you do notice that the second knot, the knot on the stalagmite, is slowly but surely loosening.
Okay. So I'm going to try to tighten that thing up.
Okay. Sleight of hand at... Yeah, just sleight of hand.
Okay, so do I notice that that the rope is coming down in any significant increment?
Yours was 14. You do notice that it does, to you, it doesn't seem that significant. It seems like just a tiny, tiny amount has been given.
Okay, so before she tries to tighten it up again, I let loose a little bit. Hold on, Terry, just a minute.
As you, Narya, as you're, giving a little extra help to the rope so it doesn't untie itself due to the weight, you suddenly fall backwards a bit, as all that extra weight disappeared like that.
Like, ugh. Okay, let me see. Do I have anything else that I can... Okay.
I wish I had the message answer. Or even send it.
Okay. Now that I tied it, and I tied it basically about the same, it's like, okay, hopefully they send the little guy. Maybe he can help. But I have no idea. So I'm going to go to the hall. I'm going to play my horn, and hopefully they get the message. But I'm going to say on the horn a sound of careful. Kind of like a warning play.
Are you playing this as loud as you can?
Yes.
In that case, guys at the bottom of the room, Arjan, Suri, and Thorgor, please roll me a perception check.
Okay, let's see.
Alrighty.
DC 14.
Oh shit! I don't notice anything.
Arjan, yeah, you don't notice any. You're not hearing anything off at all. Thorgor, you think you might hear something, but it doesn't seem to bother you.
Sorry, your turn.
All right. Ooh, sorry. All right, let's go. I'm making just a perception check.
Yep.
Okay. I know something different for me. Okay, let's give it a go. Nope, that was the wrong button. Ignore the roll, that might just be coming up.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't do it. Okay, great. All right.
Oh my god! Look, this
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah, Turi.
Doomed, guys. We're
Yeah.
doomed.
I'm gonna look at Terry. I didn't hear anything, but I think maybe you'd better go up first.
All right. I'm gonna try and climb the rope now and see, and just hurry my way up there.
Okay.
Honestly, I think I heard something and told Turi to be careful.
Okay,
Oh,
you might have heard something, but doesn't really um, worry you.
I think it's one of them which delays the I think it's the rock setting in. I'm not sure, but I feel like it's the rocks. Oh, I did twice. My bad. But yeah, I'm gonna try and. It's an acrobatics climb, or do I
Um,
just move it
no,
out?
this is a rope, half your speed.
Okay, then yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did before. Just dash, double dash, then make my way up there.
I can't wait to see how much force you add on that rope, because of your speed.
Remember, the faster you climb, the more push on weight you're
Mm-hmm.
putting on the rope. Just
Oh,
letting
okay.
you know.
Oh yeah. Okay, then Terry would go at it at a much slower pace. He's going at half speed slowly
Okay.
because he remembers what happened last time.
Narya, you are now starting to feel a little more of a tug. Not no, it's less than the previous tug, but it's still a tug that seems to be constant.
Okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna hold the rope, but I'm also gonna look at the knot just to
Okay.
make sure it holds.
So far, the knot hasn't moved. As you start climbing up and up and up, Turi. And Naryab, can you please give me let's see, what would be endurance? Would that be strength or con?
Constitution.
Sure, con then. A con check.
Con check or con save?
Con check.
Uh-huh.
Okay. No, you're pretty. You can endure pretty well, as you're just holding onto the rope, supporting it with your strength or whatever strength you can muster up. As Turi starts climbing up more and more and more, 100 feet go by, and Turi, you reach the entrance. As you see behind you, a bluish-white portal, and in front of you, Narya holding a rope, or supporting a rope that's connected to a stalagmite.
You also know the long rope that you had is slightly shorter than it used to be.
Okay. Then, okay, wait. So yeah, then if I'm climbing up at a slower pace, I mean, I don't really know if I can do much else.
Cherry, why don't you help me tie these knots so more secure? I don't know if they can handle their weight.
Yeah, you're probably right. Hold up. Let me see what else I can do
Yep.
here. They got a lot.
As she does say that, you notice that there are two knots at the moment, one connecting two ropes and one connecting the rope to a stalagmite.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna take oh yeah, this was the 100 feet rope from Thorgar, or was it my 100 feet of rope?
Your 100-foot rope.
Your 100-foot rope.
Which is
Yeah.
now 99 foot of rope.
Yeah. Then yeah, I'm gonna try my best to help with tying knots and just making sure it's more secure.
Okay.
And if I can use a other 10 feet of rope if we have it. I'm not sure, or is it just gone?
What 10 feet of rope?
From the 100, it's now 90. So is the 10 feet just gone somewhere, or is it just?
It's
I
connected.
said 99.
The 1 foot of rope that's missing is currently on Narya's waist.
Okay.
Oh no,
Then, yeah,
I would have cut under it, so I'd take the knot off of me.
Oh, in that case, it's wherever she threw it away.
okay.
It would be towards
Yeah.
the base of the chute.
Yeah, no, it's not going to help us. It's just 1 feet. So yeah, I'm just going to try my best to help
Okay.
secure the.
If you're
I'm
gonna,
gonna talk to Arjbound and wonder if he wants me to climb first or him, because I don't think they can hold me.
Yeah, I think it's going to take all three of us to just hold the rope to make sure it doesn't snap under him.
Yeah. Now, Turi, there are currently 2 knots. If you would like to secure it, then it's 1 sleight of hand per knot.
Okay. Then I'm
And
going to make 1 so far.
now this is just me,
Yeah.
but I would give him advantage on
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Okay. No advantage? That's fine, because I've got this in the bag. I don't have this.
Oh, I look at you and you tie a rope that looks even looser. I'm gonna say double check it.
All right.
More concerned.
As you check you are helping with the knot that's connecting both ropes, right?
Yes.
Okay. In
Yeah.
that case, yeah, as you're, tugging to make sure it's, secure, you notice that it's coming loose slowly but surely with your constant pressure applied.
Okay.
I'm just holding onto the rope, just trying to notice if it's loosening up or getting tighter.
Oh, you would notice it's kind of rocking a little back and forth as we tie the note.
Yep.
The knot.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't seem
Okay.
to increase or decrease in length just yet.
Okay. Then can I note, since I now notice, can I notice that it's looser now since I tried?
You can redo it, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to retry this. And here we go.
There we go.
Ah.
That's better.
Noticing your first mistake, you found out what you did wrong in the first initial knotting process, but you managed to fix that, and you made an even more secure knot than the first one.
Okay, so now let's go to the stalagmite and let's try this again.
Yeah, it's pretty. Let's see here. I can do this. I'm gonna try one more time.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All my crits are wasted on fucking tiny knots. That's the funniest shit.
This might be the most sleight of hand checks that you've ever done in one session.
So at that,
And the worst part is, I played like a thief rogue that literally was just a pickpocket. This is more than double I've done in one session with that.
okay. So now what do you guys do to signal the next person to come up?
First thing, you after tying the knots, you notice that the stalagmite looks like it's choking.
I'm
But
gonna
it's
grab the rope and I'm gonna tug it with all my strength, just to see.
And I'm gonna pull out my comically funny clown horn and honk down the hole.
um
The 13. I don't know what that means. Okay.
Arjan and Thorgor, perception,
I
please.
did not try that hard. It's like, huh?
Yeah, Thorgor and Arjan, please roll me a perception.
Do you notice that it wiggled just a slight bit? Yes.
Finally.
Arjan. Yeah. Just let's see what Thorgor's is. 5. Thorgor, you don't hear anything. Arjan, you hear such a lovely noise as you're starting to imagine something. The beautiful music, as it's interrupted by the harsh sounds of 2 honks.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna go to Sorry. You know what? I noticed you got a horn. Here, let me show you how to play, and I start playing mine, not paying attention to them.
I just have this thing that's squeaking for me. I don't
I'm playing it more musically.
Yeah, yours is
And
actually
it
like
sounds beautiful.
like a clarinet or something, and mine's really just like a car horn.
But yeah,
Gorgar, what's your strength score?
17, I believe.
Okay. I'm going to
Yeah, 17.
All right, so Thorgar, they got it secured a little better. You go up first.
All right, I'll pull you right up after.
Okay. How heavy are you, Thorgar?
350.
350? Is that what you want?
Yeah, 250 with 98 pounds of equipment.
Okay. I just need
about 350.
just need to make sure this stalagmite doesn't break.
Of
Oh
course.
Oh my god. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. Thorgar, as you're beginning to climb up, you manage to reach the at least the ceiling of the room. Narya and Turi. I'm sure that Turi would notice it with his passive perception, that's for sure. You notice the stalagmite is barely holding on. Any second now, that might just snap off.
Can I try and grab it and help pull it back?
Yeah. That's
Ease
the
some of the
best.
weight.
Yeah, you can try pulling it back.
Right.
I'm gonna need to.
Yeah, danger sense.
This
That's
is.
not a saving throw.
I
You're
know.
just gonna fall.
You're just gonna fall.
Yeah, you're most likely gonna die. That's it. No.
Whoever's gonna try and support the rope, strength check.
If they're doing it together, one should have advantage.
It's not helping. It's both doing.
Okay. Then, Onari, what is your strength, might I ask?
There we go.
21.
Okay, yeah, that's probably better than mine.
That's all right.
Oh, we had the same strength score. Oh, do I roll one?
If you're gonna help, if you're gonna help with tugging the rope so the stalagmite doesn't break, yes.
Yeah. That's a 5, baby. Terry the Green is
okay.
not that strong.
521 divided by 26. 26 divided by 2 is 16. Yeah, that's enough. As
13?
both of you. No, you know the average 21 plus 5 divided by 2, 16.
Yeah,
Yeah.
13.
13.
Oh, 13.
Your math
Wow.
is not math.
My math is not math.
Your
Okay.
Your math is definitely not mathing.
I have no idea how I'm getting high grades in math after this D&D campaign. I have no idea. 13. Well, you just
lose it sometime.
Yeah, you just made it a little worse on you guys. But I'm gonna add 1, so it's 14, and it still won't be in. Actually, no, that's barely enough. So, Narya and Turi, you guys are pulling with all your might. Narya doing most of the work, but still, you're pulling with all your might just to support this poor little stalagmite on the ground to carry Thorgar. Thorgar, you have now climbed 25 feet. Narya and Turi, con checks.
Could I use athletics to climb faster?
That would make it worse.
No. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
All right, no.
And guess what? You find your javelin.
Ah, yeah. You see a javelin on your way up.
I'll leave the javelin alone.
Okay. Narya and wait. First of all, Thorgar, are you gonna climb up faster?
Nah, because I feel the rope barely keeping up.
Okay. Narya and Turi, con checks, please.
Lovely. Yes. Comedy commence.
God.
Turi?
Constitution save. Constitution check.
Basically, I used all my strength and I wore myself out using all my strength.
Yep, that is exactly what happens. Turi, you're muted. Nick? Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Okay, sorry. My freaking Discord was freezing on me, so I couldn't unmute myself.
Oh, okay.
Contact.
Con check, if you can.
Yeah, okay. Well, let me just pull up character sheet. If it will load for me, please take. And of course, it's buffering still. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna need to roll it for me because this thing's taking forever.
Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Con. Oh, not bad.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
He didn't put that much effort and he wore himself out.
My arms just fall off. I break both of them. I can't move them.
You got a nat.
No.
Sorry, just so you know, you got a nat 1.
Yeah, my arms just like pop off like Lego people, just and they just go without me.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta work. I gotta get ready for work.
Great
That's a
cliffhanger.
cliffhanger.
Great cliffhanger. Wow. How do you guys rate the session?
It was interesting. Yeah.
I would give it about a 7.
Okay.
If Arjan would have climbed first, it might not have been as comical.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but I'm also one of the heavier ones, so yeah.
Compared to Thorgar, you're a good amount of pounds lighter.
yeah,
Granted.
it's just been like how I imagined. Yeah, it's just been as crazy even when I left. But it's still funny.
Gotta get going.
Okay, yeah.